I'm kind of still talking to him, right? Because that is not kind of where we left it off.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, he kind of threw it all out there, and then it was trying to see, y'all were undecided, and then he's like, well, I'm pretty busy, and then like I told you, the desk is just covered with tubes of papers, maps, a strong box, stuff like that.
where's the prisoner? What's his name?
Which one are we talking about here? The one here?
The one here to exchange for the temple one.
Yeah, so he's going to take he's going to tell you his name is Nolzur, Nolzur. And he is down within the tomb.
How do we start this?
Where do we go from here?
Yeah.
He's going to tell you if you're interested, report to the middle tunnel, and somebody will start escorting you down. He's just going to briefly, we don't have to do it, but it's kind of like briefly look each person over and kind of see what y'all qualifications are, what your specialties and stuff like that.
I can break rocks with my bare hands. I'm an excellent miner.
Put him in the mine.
No.
Yeah.
Do it this way: in the mines, he'll be monitored, and he can't accidentally join cults.
That's true.
You might end up.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
not for Salkin there. He's like, "Hi, I don't know what was going on." He didn't know they were freaking him out, and he didn't know how to respond.
You might end up being a Umber Hulk's pet.
There.
Yeah, to see it now, it's like, no, you see, it's gonna be the other way around. I'm gonna be riding out on the Umber Hulk's head. It's like, hey, this is my new buddy Hal. Say hello to Hal, everybody.
I feel like we should probably go to the middle tunnel though, and as long as we don't have to fight with those crazy bug-looking things, I think we'll be okay.
Well, they're part of the work detail, so as long as we don't try anything illegal, we should be fine.
Yeah, so I vote for that.
Okay.
What else the rest of the group wants to do?
No, I think I'm fine with that. We can talk to some workers while we're on the way, see what's
True.
up with them.
Good idea.
Hopefully they speak something.
why
to
not?
work.
Any objections from anyone else?
Sheena would object, but is strangely quiet this time.
She'll be like, as long as there's cookies somewhere
Yeah.
along the way, even rocks that look like cookies, it'll suffice.
Yes, at the very bottom of this tomb, there are some devil-shaped cookies.
Yeah, they're a devil of a good time.
They're hot out the oven. All right, so yeah, I mean, are y'all just gonna just stroll over there? Everybody's going in, or is he gonna send a scout ahead, see what's up?
Well, first thing Wolfgang will do will be shift his sword from his hip to his back so it's not in his way when he's working. So Luna is back on his strapped across his back again.
Well, we have not agreed to start mining yet, but okay.
Okay, I thought we had. Sorry. I
not
already
like
said it.
hard
It's like I'd
labor.
like to rescue the jeweler, but that's me.
I was
Like, I can't leave civilians in danger. It doesn't matter what kind of game it is. If somebody gets abducted, I have to go save them. I can't help it.
I mean, I'm
You
down
don't-
for whatever, honestly.
what are you thinking, Matt?
I was just about to actually ask him what his name was, but I mean, I know we found that outside the game, but I was gonna go. And your name for reference?
Yes.
I thought he said that in the beginning, but I could have.
You did out of character. I was trying to role play it, type of thing.
I got you. Yeah, it's like I mean, I'm an up and coming builder of sorts, and and I'm trying to make a name for myself by making this, a great tomb to honor certain people and things. And he's going to tell you his name, Mohawken. Moghaddam. I gotta see how to do the sounds correctly.
Yeah.
It
I
sounds like
have a question.
Moghadam.
Moghaddam.
Mog. We'll call him Mog.
He might take offense to that.
Then he would be his own best friend.
Yeah, he'd be a Mog. He's his own best friend.
Ah,
I have a question.
yes.
Actually, I'm gonna so Theo's just gonna, since I'm near Val and Oscar, I'm just gonna be like, he said this tomb is up and coming. Do they call it the Tomb of Horrors, or like, are we too far in the past to know, or like, do we know that? But I like, do you guys know? Like,
So he didn't say what it actually is, but there are, I mean, Kithrix and Shino are first, if you're still where you're positioned, y'all can do a perception check of what you see around.
perception. Ooh, she's got a +3. That's dope.
Oh,
Nice.
wrong character. I was like, I don't remember my perception being that high for Kithrix.
Yeah. She got a 12. Ugh.
Teleportation is
All right. 18.
Hey, there you go.
I should not use this.
Do either Kithrix or Shino speak or understand Undercommon?
Yes, undercommon.
What is
Okay.
deep speech?
No, deep speech is different than undercommon.
Okay.
It's like this,
I
I guess, or Barry White, or Barry White. I'm not sure. So Kithrix, well, Shino's gonna see, like, kind of like the sketches and blueprints, if you will, for the excavation. But on one of the maps, you're gonna see an undercommon, this quotation or heading, the true master of the tomb is he who plans its construction.
Oh.
And that is an undercommon.
Epic foreshadowing.
Is that he who plans the construction?
Yes. Do you need me to read it one more time?
Get the gist of it.
I got it.
Well, it is pertinent.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, one more time then.
I'll put it
True
down.
master of the tomb
Mhm.
is he
Yes.
who plans the construction.
It's construction, yes.
It's construction.
All right.
And yeah, I mean,
This isn't a hall. This is a tomb. We should never have come here.
Easy.
well, you knew it when you picked it. Yeah, so I mean, he told you where to go. I'll just decide how y'all want to go in, or if everybody's going in, or if anybody's going to stay like in the greenery and not go in. If y'all want to take a minute or two and plan your tactic.
Yeah, out of character. This is probably one of the few times where it actually is a good idea to split the party.
You never split the party.
That's
That's what I was always
It's
told.
like- Hey, if somebody tries something, we got all these dwarves who have improvised weapons. We'll be fine.
I think that's an
So
awesome idea.
It's like
Wow.
dwarves
Says with
with
an evil
pickaxes
gleam.
This
hammers.
and-
It's like
and-
that's
and this
sort of-
is-
it's like anything tries to attack them while they have those, it's not going to have a good time.
This, my background is Esserak, which has nothing to do with this story.
Ah,
Um,
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should move towards the middle one because even if we decide not to take this guy in the prisoner exchange, at least we can get
an
past
idea.
security.
True.
Yeah.
You know, we could at least, even if we could just use it to get like down a few levels and then just like peace out on who's ever dragging us along if we want, or we can find this guy. So
Get a visual of the map too.
Sheena's gonna be like, can we get a hall pass?
that's exactly it.
Kethrix is gonna look to the group and go, "We're getting Malzar. Let's go."
Let's go. Yeah, that's good.
And is Ellie still in your backpack?
She's with
yeah,
me.
I forgot about Ellie.
Okay.
Yep, she's with me.
How could you? You're so horrible. Stuck in that
And-
tiny little backpack and forgotten about. You're so mean.
And
15 minutes.
That kind of tracks, really.
so just to make sure y'all remember, how many charges does Ellie have?
Yeah.
6.
Well, 5 because 1 to get here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
5, and when do they recharge?
Long
At
rest.
dawn.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say full rest, but that's not it. It's a long rest. Full rest.
Sure, a full rest is a long rest.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So everybody's in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
believe
I'm in.
so.
Let me move my character.
So before you guys take off, he is going to write something on a piece of paper, which is almost like, just like you said, like a hall pass, but it's kind of like it's written in some type of a magic font, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So who's gonna hold it?
What?
Let's give it to the most responsible person in the party.
Is it written in
Wolfric.
a certain language or?
No, not Wolf. I actually, crap. He is one of the more responsible ones, which is a problem since he's still a kid. Anyway, I would say the most responsible would be Salkin.
It's up to the party. I mean,
Joaquin.
I think it's Saltine. I think we would remember Saltine if it had an E on the end,
Yeah.
like Saltine. But
Well, actually, no, the most responsible member of the party in character is actually Val.
But we may be talking to dwarves, so maybe the dwarf should take it.
Mm.
Dwarf.
I was gonna escort the note holder because I
Oh,
I've
that
become a
works.
dwarf, yeah.
Do we
Treat you like
So-
a service.
do we see
So-
what language it's in or?
it's you can't decipher, and it doesn't specify. So I'm actually thinking like it's probably like some sort of, like their version of a thieves cant and symbols. That,
Well,
Gotcha.
like, hey, if anybody's working here, it's gonna get like this wristband, like you at a concert or something type thing.
Mhm, mhm.
I mean,
X on the back of your hand.
would it also be in Undercommon since some of the stuff was in Undercommon?
That's probably true.
It's possible, yeah. Don't ask me what it says.
What does it say?
It's yes, it says an undercommon hall pass or tomb pass.
Tomb pass.
But he does say, as long as you have this, then you have free pass to go down and retrieve Nolzar. But I mean, it's kind of like the understanding, like, hey, if you guys try something and things go south, then all bets are off, type of thing.
That's a
Mm.
given.
We didn't find out what the gemsmith, what he looked like, other than or other details, did we? Other than his
We should
name.
probably ask about all this stuff beforehand.
No, you didn't ask. Do you want to just backtrack?
Yeah, can we just retcon that? And I would have asked about the gemsmith and if he
Are
had
we
more
using
details.
a chart?
Yeah, are we using a chart for this? Because
Well, if we get the prisoner and we exchange them, we can do 2 things at once.
And we can always go back and do this work detail. This work is always going to be here as long as we're in that setting. this mine is going to be an option.
Let's nuke everybody, and then we don't have to worry about the work.
I feel it. The ash is falling off from me. The heat. It's the end all over again. Armageddon.
Just see if he's got his stat for it.
Where's?
Which one with the sours?
Yeah. These ones. You can have that.
Stat on him. Let me just go back. Go to the top. So he's going to tell you that he's a male human, and give me your persuasion if you're going to be the one that would have asked him, Kithrix,
Sure.
to see if you can get like something like, what's special about him, or see if he can give you any kind
Come
of.
on. Ah,
Hey,
there you go. Not bad for a 0 modifier.
There you go.
17.
Hell yeah.
Nice are hot tonight.
Woo!
So he's going to tell you that he's pretty good for his magical art at the time, but he does have some type of specialty in alchemy
Ooh.
and crafting of sort.
Huh. He might be able
And
to get. He
that's-
might be able to do Awaken Object on Luna.
And that's kind of like the max that he's going to give you at the moment, since y'all just met, and enough to get. I mean, the further you go down in here, they're just going to direct you to where he's at. But as far as why he's in there being held, kind of like he's got to earn a little more trust from you guys before he gives you any more.
Okay. Let's start heading toward the center tunnel with our hall pass.
Yes. Yes.
Got a golden ticket. I got a golden ticket.
All the spicy chocolate you want.
I got a chocolate bar, actually.
Yeah, that Grandpa Joe is a real.
Sorry.
What was it, Uncle Charlie that was in the bed?
The name was Grandpa Charlie.
Grandpa Charlie?
Grandpa Joe.
Grandpa Joe.
Grandpa Joe.
Charlie had the chocolate
Charlie
factory.
was
That
the yeah. Charlie gained the chocolate
Oh,
factory.
Joe, that's right. Charlie
He-
was the chocolate factory. Yeah.
He didn't get out of the bed for 100 years, and then he gets a free ticket to the chocolate factory, and he just jumps out of bed. It's like he lazy.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
mom's working like 4 jobs and he can walk. Like,
Charlie's doing child labor. Like.
Mom and Dad haven't showered in 3 weeks.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm getting free stuff. Hell yeah.
It's a miracle I can walk now.
Yeah, Sonny. Free stuff for life. Yeah.
So yeah, you get to the front of this entrance, and it's going to be a broad tunnel that's currently being shaped into this this tomb's elaborate entryway. So this is going to be like the main entrance, and it's a active site. You're going to start to hear some banging further in, some hammering, some pickaxing and stuff. And you're going to start to see some workers, some artisans working by lantern light. And they're like plastering walls. They're putting bright colors on the walls, making these murals. And there's going to be some other workers that are covering the floor with these elaborate mosaic patterns, featuring distinct winding path of red tiles. And let me get Saltine and Oscar's perception at the moment.
Doesn't Oscar have advantage on that because of his stone crafting stuff?
No, so that would be a history check based on stone. I call it stone cunning. Well, the game calls it stone cunning.
This is just to see, further in or what's actually going on around.
That is
Bad
an
enough.
11.
Okay, okay.
Bell King got 15.
Nice. That rhymed.
And Oscar got 11.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so more so keen, a little 1, 2, 3, at least about 40 feet in. You're gonna in this winding path of those red different patterns in the ground, there's gonna be like a first pit that's starting to be dug into. It's still being worked on. And these workers that are you going to be seeing or of the tiefling race?
Hmm.
And let me get back to that. So yeah, you're gonna hear of sounds of hammering and stone cutting to the west, which is, hold on one second.
Do we have any tieflings?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
knows a tiefling.
Okay. Do I notice whether do these tieflings look like they're in any form of bondage?
Wow.
They are as far as you can tell, they are like just hired workers, and
Okay.
and it is I mean, it seems like from what you can tell, just from being far away, it's like they want to be there. They're in their element. I'm sure any artist would be.
They're not being held against their will.
No, they're mixing paints. They're into what they're actually creating, which is, as far as you can tell, are these murals, and they're not like an, what would you say, Marie? Would you say you ever get into like a artist type of trance that you're just in your creative flow and everything else is
I've
getting
done
tuned
that.
out?
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
The
It's
zone.
Yeah, I guess a trance would be good. Just like very concentrated on like what I'm doing. Can we tell? Sorry, I'm having problems with my phone and like it charging.
It's all
Can
right.
we tell what the murals are of?
Mm.
Like what the pictures are?
Once you get a little bit closer, you can. Let me just open up a little bit more also.
Let's see.
Can I ask something outside of game real quick?
Yeah.
So this is kind of inverted, right? So down is actually north. Is that what we said, or is down south?
Yeah, so it's inverted. So down is north.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know why they put the map this way, but it was either turn everything around or turn it right side up or whatever. Let's see. Yeah, because they don't really do a true nautical compass. So when in doubt,
There's
just
an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
yep. When in doubt, just ask, and I'll just say, "Hey, let's go this way." So yeah, you're hearing digging, you're hearing tunneling from the Umber Hulks, and then you're also gonna hear like some rhythmic chanting further down the hallway.
All right. Wolfric turns to Luna. He says, "Hey, Luna, is this something I should be worried about when he hears the chanting?"
Not at the moment, because you're quite awake. You need to start asking these things like, "Hey, I just took a rest. Did I hear anything when?" Because we need to start like exploring that when you wake up and after a rest. See if you can get some guidance on the future versus being in the present. Say, hey, do I hear anything? Like, because kind of hit the rewind button
it-
on a.
Is this
On a
right
move.
here the pit that I perceived earlier?
Yeah, that would be the first one. So yeah, these tieflings, they're you getting a closer look at them, and they're kind of all over the place because this. I'm just going to open up the rest of this hallway to show you how deep this first pass goes of the hallway, which will be that. So
And I'm
Oh
sorry,
my.
I might have missed it. Can we tell like what is going on the walls, or like what like what the mosaics are of, if they're of anything?
So, I mean, you're getting close to it, and it's starting to come into focus, and you're gonna start seeing, they're mixing the fresh pigments, and starting to put it on the plaster on the walls. Give me, let's see where you are. You're gonna catch a little bit of it, so just give me a group perception check.
Bing bong, that's a 15.
Well, for me,
At 12.
14.
14 for Shino. Oh, I'm sorry, no. What was it? Perception. Oh no. 7 for Shino.
You want to get to the,
No. It's fine.
And all the focus is to look at the murals. Anything else in this area you're looking at?
Go ahead.
Salkeen is looking at the ground as well.
Okay. Okay.
Wolfberg
So,
is hitting the roof and the supports, making sure they're up to like we're not in any trouble.
all right.
That was a
Yeah.
15 for him, by the way.
A 15 for checking the roof.
That's the perception he got for the
Yeah.
check you had a screen.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, the ceiling's fine at the moment because they're digging into stone. So, so you're gonna start seeing different scenes, and it's gonna show fields of they say keen or kine, but it's cows grazing, and there's gonna be like this formation of trees with wolves in the background. There's gonna be slaves on the walls, which consist of human, orc, elf, strange human animal mixtures like a pig human, a ape human, and a dog human, doing various tasks.
oh no, Dr. Monroe.
Wow.
Wolfkin.
And certain, if you want to call these frescoes, are showing like different rooms of some building, like a library filled with books and scrolls. One of them's like a wizard's workroom, and another one is a torture chamber. And then there's going to be just sporadic pieces that are still being worked on that show chairs, windows, boxes, bales, doors, chest birds, bats, spiders, and then just various types of stuff. But all those first things were the main things. And all of this is, when you're perceiving this, is in flashing of all these lantern lights that are hitting the walls.
This is a lovely room of death.
Are there any, like, I'm sorry.
And as you're like Salkeen and Oscar's first, I mean, those big black rectangles are pits that are going down. So there are various depths. You don't know what they're actually going to. They're not finished. The ones that y'all are at, you actually see a bottom, probably like 8 or 10 feet down. So they're just in the still starting points of whatever they're supposed to be. Those two, anyway.
So I can see the bottom then.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was going to be my question.
Yeah.
Is that a little
Um,
bridge
Mine
there?
too, but I was waiting my turn. Damn it.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
So the further back that you go, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 90 feet ahead. Each one of these blocks or squares are 10 foot. So 90 feet ahead where it stops, starting to get real dark. So the closer you get to that 90-foot area, you're going to need some type of light source if you don't have dark vision or something special like
said-
that.
I got.
Said each of these
Don't
boxes
we
10
all have
feet?
dark vision?
About half of us do.
Yeah.
I thought everybody had it.
I don't.
Who doesn't
I
have
don't
it?
know if I do.
Salkeen doesn't have it. Yeah, he might be the only one.
I'm the only one with dark vision.
Salkeen's the only one that doesn't have it. It looks like.
And he's first. You might,
Well, there's.
you might want to
Theo-
swap up.
Yeah, Wolfric is going to step
um,
up and he realizes that's like, wait, I don't think Dragonborn can see in the dark.
Theo,
he's up here
Do
now.
I have a torch?
Theo is going to go up to Salkeen and touch his sword and be like, "Don't worry, I got you," and cast light on his sword.
Nice.
Okay. That is fine. Yeah, those first two pits are about 10 foot deep, and you kind of see like they're throwing like at the moment just like refuge and trash or stuff that they're using for painting and stuff. It's just like a temporary, at the moment it's like temporary garbage hole. From what you can tell, there is a door to the left there. But y'all haven't talked to anybody yet. But the door, that door right there that somebody just pointed to, it is crossed by a series of wooden planks. Like it's like your temporary do not enter type of thing, just a couple boards over that door.
Wolfric is going to knock on the boarded up door.
Is Wolfric close enough to knock?
I
That's all, no?
believe so. I think, yeah, he is.
I had to stand on the non-OSHA approved plank.
Yeah, I got no problem with that. I'll knock on the door.
Catch him if he falls.
Give me your acrobatics check to stay on this plank.
Somebody's got
Without-
feather fall.
Somebody's about to
Me.
I'm sorry, what?
Give me your acrobatics if you're trying to knock on the door without falling in this pit.
I think I failed that at 7. It's like somebody had to knock on the door, and it was me.
I mean, you hit it like on the way down. So yeah, Wilfred just dropped 10 foot and some garbage. So
And
roll a d4.
Didn't they teach you that in the monastery?
Mhm.
It's like I was, and he just hauls up. It's like I was curious. One.
Oh no!
Uh,
Oh, okay, just one.
it's just
for,
damage,
okay.
yeah.
I was
I
gonna say,
mean,
no, no.
yeah, you take a look. You take one
Can I-
one point of damage. Just go ahead.
That's good.
Can I
Go-
pass some rope down to him? I got 50 foot.
You're not gonna leave them there until y'all finish.
Well, he can't get
No,
into trouble in here, but it also smells pretty bad.
Just
I'm
use it
gonna
as your
send some rope
foxhole.
down to help him up.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Just give me your dex. Are you gonna drop the rope and just pull them up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if you want to do your dex check to pull them up, and give me your dex as well, Wolfric, so you don't let go of the rope trying to get out.
That would be a 10.
That's a 10 for me as well.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine. And
It balances out.
yeah, and at the moment during all this taking place, there's no response on that other side. You don't hear anything. Nobody opens the door. So, and you might get a couple of looks from some of these workers that are like, like, didn't you see the boards there? Type of look. So yeah, y'all
So
continue,
worth it.
continuing down or what?
Yeah, I'm definitely
I
going to
would say
continue down.
so.
Let's keep moving forward.
Okay.
Whoa, he's gone.
Theo's gonna actually like trot behind Shino and like allow and just like kind of catch up to Kithrix, and she's just gonna be like, these people kind of look like Shino. I know you and Shino were like communicating before. Maybe we should like talk to them. They might trust you and Shino more if you speak their language, I guess. See what's actually going on in here.
Good idea. Yeah, we can talk to them. Maybe they'll open up more.
And Theo will just say the same thing to Shino. I'm not going to talk to myself, so we'll just leave that there.
Can't make me do
You
it.
can't make me do it.
Okay. Yeah. So as y'all are moving around, I mean, you're kind of going in and out of people, but they're busy in their work. And just let me open. All right, stop moving for a second. Where you guys are at right here, you do see actually back up. Don't go past this right here. If y'all would just back up a little bit.
All right.
All right, so where you're at, Oscar, there is that one pit down in front of you, but it goes a lot further. It's like 30 foot, and there's a ladder going down. You do hear some movement down there, and you do catch a glimpse where I just asked you to leave a little bit. I didn't want you to go in there yet or tell you what you see yet, but there is a little opening down there as well. So what do you think? So you saw that part. So did Salkeen and probably Wolfric as well. What do you think? What do y'all think Shino is going to ask one of these? We'll call them muralists.
Okay. Oh God, I don't know.
Where are the cookies at?
Yeah, probably. Hey, y'all got cookies down here?
I'm gonna give her some cursed cookies one day. I swear to God.
Yeah, it is possible.
Yeah, I guess you'd just be like, well, would Shino like, so I have so many questions. Would Shino have like any idea if this was like in correlation to being a tiefling?
Like her own religious
Like,
beliefs.
yeah, like her own particular like culture, I guess. Like, is it culturally exclusive what they're putting up and like with the tiefling culture? Yeah, I guess.
I mean, as far as a race in the past being somewhat related to demons, is that your question?
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean,
All right. Okay.
hey, this is where I came from. Yeah, cool.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Gonna enslave me some orcs and some people and some
Yeah, I mean, it's just starting to, kind of realize that it's the dark past and things to come, and you kind of seeing that in the murals. You starting to see slaves and the differences in races and stuff like that. And she's gonna hear some like, hey, some other people talking like, hey, I need more supplies, I need some more paint or whatever. And then one of them that's kind of close to where Salteen's at. Saltine. See, now I'm saying Saltine.
Okay.
Put Saltine on your token. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, actually, everybody put your character names on your token. That way it helps him out as well, learn, because he was just asking earlier.
Oh, I don't know what I just did.
So-
I somehow managed to open my resources panel. Get out of here. Opened the
Resources for
browser's code accidentally.
no worries. Yeah, so one of these tieflings will just say just a little bit close to Salkeen is gonna look down and Salkeen. God damn it. It should be S
I
S
saw
A
somebody wrote salty on my thing.
salty. It should be
Salty.
SAL key
Here.
KEEN.
There.
Salkeen.
I just saw it spelled 9 different
Yes.
ways.
And yeah, Shino should do the same thing, not Shino.
Oh,
But I already know Shino by now. Because she know.
S-H-I-N-O?
We'll just make Salkeen permanent then.
I think.
no, it's
Like that.
SHINO.
At least it's not shiny.
At least until we all
I want her
embed it in our brain.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
don't want to.
He wants you to spell it phonetically.
Yeah.
oh, gotcha.
Just for a couple of weeks anyway. So, just so I don't butcher it every time and then you get upset. So yeah, they're gonna say, we need some more supplies, yelling down this hole, and a kind of couple of like 30 seconds to a minute, somebody's gonna come up with a ladder, with some kind of like cylinder shape vials of dark pigment that's dark red. Somebody give me Oscar and Salkeen, give me a wisdom check.
I've got 20.
Nice.
18.
Okay. Yeah, I think, well, for sure, Oscar, but y'all both gonna see that it's dark red and it smells like blood.
Mm.
I'm gonna look at Saul
And-
raise my eyebrows.
And paint. It smells
And
like
yeah.
blood and paint.
Mhm.
That's never good.
Well, paint was made of weird things back in the day. So
Yeah. Rest of beetles makes up, certain red colors and blue colors. So
One of those
I
human
think
leather
wood may have been
pods.
used at one point in time.
All right.
And they're coming down to this hole here with the ladder.
Yes.
Oh righty.
Oh boy.
All right. Hanging that for later. And that's a tiefling that comes out.
Yeah, another one of these muralists. I mean, yeah. I mean, you don't exactly know where it goes.
I'm gonna, before that guy gets by me, I'll be like, "Do you guys need some help?"
And they're gonna like, well, what do you speak? What's your language?
I speak Dwarvish and
Common.
Common and Gnomish,
Okay.
I believe.
No,
That's such a random one.
I know.
I love it.
it'll pay off one of these days.
Yeah.
It's the one I always pick because it will pay off one of these days. It's gonna be the best.
You speak Gnomish.
I just picture
But
Oscar
Draconic.
learning Gnomish.
You guys
Like,
need Draconic?
I'm trying to find my
Um,
way. I'm pretty sure I speak Gnomish.
But no, it's always a problem because the dialect is so off because Gnomish is like said in like a higher octave and then, like and you're like
So
where are you from?
they when you ask that, they're gonna answer you in common and ask you for your pass.
Who was carrying the pass? Salkeen?
I
Yeah.
think it was me. Yeah.
And they're like, Salkeen, present to them our pass.
It is here.
And yeah, he's gonna like give you just a nod and just hurry up and start getting back because he's trying to bring the supplies to one of those other guys. And then as he's passing, he's gonna kind of like say something in infernal.
Mm. Anyone close enough?
dumbass. Like, under his breath.
Oh, yeah.
Is does it Kithric speak Infernal too? Yeah,
think
you and Shino.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, just trying to remember that correctly. Okay, so what do y'all think at the moment after hearing that?
I mean, how far who'd have actually would have heard that? Would that been all the way back to me, or probably not? Because it's what 8
No.
or so feet.
Yeah, that would have been. You wouldn't have quite caught that just yet. And
You know, I have heard it.
If I'm not invited down, I'm going to keep moving. I was trying to get an invite in there, but
okay, and let me backtrack one more thing.
Oh.
What? Because I just read this miscorrectly. So, Wolfric, put your 1 point back. You didn't fall over. You didn't fall down. There actually, that doorway is open, and that piece of wood is going across to go. It hasn't been plastered over yet. So that is a doorway leading to the west. So that is open.
All right, so what's inside of it?
So y'all can still, I mean, we still progress through that, but just retroactive that part and present that opening, which the door was open. And you see 20, you see 20 foot and another door.
All right.
So, and then that one section down here, there's a little something, but you don't know what it is. And there's only a couple of past that pit where you're at, Oscar. You don't see any workers past that. But it is like very, very dark.
I'm going to like darker than my dark vision allows.
At the moment, yes.
Well-
Salkeen has a lit sword though.
Yeah. I want to inspect this wall here.
Okay. So, do you have your
help them out with that light?
okay? Yeah. So this room, there's nothing on that wall because it's kind of like stopped from where the Hulk, what you call them?
Umber Hawks.
Umber Hulks. Yeah.
Hulkamania.
They kind of stopped. They kind of stopped right there. So, and to this area, it's just like 10-foot square. But Salkeen, you're gonna see this first. It's a stone archway, and there's going to be several banks and panels of instruments lining the walls. And
Instruments like musical instruments.
you got to go in a little bit further and do your
Check it
perception.
out.
Yeah, the roadies are in there and they're setting up for the show, you know.
Yeah, some of the,
My rolls are being terrible.
some electric recorders and pan flutes.
There's acoustic at the end of that hallway.
So,
whoa, it's Jethro Tull.
yeah. So, from where you're at, give me your perception.
You want me to roll that again? Because I had already rolled it.
Yes, because this is kind of like a more confined space, and it's a different different compartment, different atmosphere.
All right, I got a 12.
Okay. So you're gonna get a closer look at this panel and instruments, and you're gonna start seeing crackles with sparks of eldritch energy, just kind of like flicker all around, and you're gonna start seeing dials and controls kind of like moving on their own volition on those panels.
Mm.
Interesting.
And you're going to see quite a few silver wires coming from these panels going into various parts of these 3 walls. And that is all that you're going to see in this room.
Hey, I'm just gonna leave that be.
Don't you think that's weird?
It's a little weird.
Maybe
but
you should.
don't know
Maybe you
anything
should
about it.
let the wizard know.
Where is the wizard?
All the way in the back.
Where all wizards are, safely in the back.
100 feet behind you.
Probably
Can I call to
regroup a
him?
little bit.
Yeah.
Probably too far away.
Hey, Kithrix, pass it on.
Yeah.
Just like it's
Somehow,
school.
I don't think we would be good at telephone.
Oh my gosh, we would be horrible. We would be horrible. It would go awry.
Alright,
Like
Yeah, the
in
cook
the place.
go 100 foot and it's like the cookies are down, fell down the hole. What?
Mhm,
All
I
right,
know
so
this tunnel isn't very wide, but should we
Alright,
like maybe reconvene here somewhere in the middle and figure out which direction?
Yeah,
we
I
wanna
mean,
take?
yeah, I mean, y'all can take a minute or two and out of character, out of roll and game plan because you got a ladder that goes down. You got this weird room with panels and silver wires, and you do have that one section over a pit.
I'm gonna go find Kithrix to tell him about this.
So
And-
Wolford has
and-
to poke stuff. He has to poke the silver wires.
Oh
And
god.
so I'll just put like little circles everywhere of different people. Well, so to represent the people working. And before you start talking in roll, I mean, kind of remember. I don't want to do that. Kind of remember who speaks what
In
language.
a hall.
Mhm.
Who speaks what language, and who might be able to hear conversations, stuff like that, before y'all start.
Does this silver stuff on the wall look like the stuff that I got from the lengths of silver I got from the unicorn?
That's
It is quite possible. Silver wire, that was in the Fae, but you don't know if this is like a how would you say, a presidential type event, or president.
So
Not quite sure what
Kithrix,
you're trying to say, but okay.
so
Yeah.
if Salkeen mentioned something about the silver wire, Kithrix would have went up to Val and said, I wonder if it's like with Unicorn. Ben Ryan, want to go check it out?
Yeah, yeah. Good call. Can I pull the silver wire I have out of my pouch, and
And
can I?
I would kind
compare
of push
it?
your hand down and be like, keep it a secret till we get closer.
Mm, mm.
Good call. Good call.
What language are y'all speaking in?
Are you whispering at least?
Obviously we're speaking in
Obviously,
Singing party.
Everyone's a learn no.
celestial, elvish,
Elvish, I guess.
dwarvish, any.
And too
Well,
bad
yeah.
you don't speak Abyssal.
No,
Mm.
nothing dark.
I mean,
I would go with Elvish, since she is half elf. I don't see any elves. I see tieflings.
Mhm.
So best case, probably the best at being a hidden message to the people around.
Just making
Mhm.
sure. Just not,
Yeah, and I think I've spoken Elvish with the unicorn, so Kithrix would know I speak it as well,
Mhm.
I believe.
I just want to make sure you're not just busting out on common as y'all making this master plan.
No.
Why are we not level 9 with Rory's telepathic bond?
You also took numbers.
In Elvish, in time, we will have that.
Yeah,
If we can
let's-
just level up, I can get several more languages as a linguist.
Right.
Yeah, and I
Well,
can be a
I mean-
warlock and get that familiar.
Yeah, depending on the next encounter, y'all might.
All right,
Um,
down to the hole because it seems like the least safe place to go. I'm just kidding. What are we doing?
All right, so I guess I'm grabbing Val and we're gonna go look at this room.
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, I know a little bit about that.
Just kind of nonchalantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, real cash.
And then just sauntering down there.
Use
So
us,
yeah.
pardon us.
Looking at the mural, like, hey, you missed a spot of green right
Yeah.
here.
Mhm.
So-
That would take me out of my artist
Like-
trance. I'd be like,
That one's not level. What the?
so was there a door there, or is it just kind of an opening?
It's opening, and it's not being attended by anyone. Almost like if I don't know if you would have that on your work site if you just went by and just seen like just a random control panel somewhere on a wall
Mhm.
that's not covered with any type of protective door or swing door or anything type of thing. But I mean, you would notice those sparks going off, and apart from what he's seen, without doing any maybe actions, you're not going to find out anything else unless you actually interact with what you see.
I mean, does it look similar to what we saw in Ban Ryan's
Mhm.
quarters?
As far as the wiring, yes. I mean, so in some fashion, silver wire,
That's,
but it's
Wolford
coming.
notices that is a safety hazard and should probably be covered.
is there any rhyme or reason to those instrumentation? Does it look like it's measuring something, or does it need to be like in the process of being calibrated? Is it picking up ore? Is it picking up? Trying to make sure I'm not confusing my my gameplays together. Is it?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, because I'm like dark ore. No, that's out of the abyss. Yeah. Does it look like it's? You said they're going back and forth, but does it look like it's picking up something?
It's just they're moving on their own, just in various ups and downs and sideways, and I don't think they would have meters back then, but you see buttons and like things that might slide back and forth, and they're just doing their thing on their own.
Does it look like there's any holes or slots that maybe a blue or red rock would fit in?
Um, give me your perception where you're at.
Guidance.
"Eh,
I am in this tiny room with you.
I'll take the guidance on top of it. Try to max it out.
There you go.
21.
nice.
As far as you can tell, there's nothing missing on this control panel.
Hmm.
Other than those gauges, does it look like there's anything else that stands out as far as? I know Val's got this figurine wrapped in a similar silver wire. Is there anything else that's somewhere in that realm of that stands out?
Other than the fact that they're moving on their own,
Mm.
no. Yeah, I mean, it's just like hey, th- like, if you would picture like being in a movie like Poltergeist, everything starts moving on their own. It's controlling something. You don't know what it's controlling, and you don't know what's making those things move on their own. I mean, that's the mystery at hand.
Can I mage hand some of this wire away from the wall? Like try to pull it from its housing?
Yep, you can certainly try.
Magic insulated gloves.
That's why I went with the mage hand. The mage hand doesn't feel anything.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Do you roll? Remind me. Do you roll anything for
No, it just
picking something up,
I think that's
or
kind
you
of
just say what your action is?
As long as it's like less than 10 pounds,
yeah, it's
right?
less than 10 pounds. I mean, that's kind of DM discretion if you want me to try to roll for something. I know we rolled decks for the stones and stuff, but it doesn't.
But nothing like your mage hand doesn't have to make any type of saving throws.
Correct.
Okay.
I think like Big B's big hand. I think there's more involved in that, and there's more things you can do with it. But this is kind of a simplistic hand, ethereal hand or spectral hand that can lift up to 10 pounds.
Okay. So tell me exactly what you're trying to do with that hand.
Try to pull away as much or any of the silver wiring that's going to the instrumentation panel as possible, just to see if they stop running, if the cave or the mine, gets extra dark, or sirens go off, or something.
Okay. So as your mage hand grabs this random silver wire, it's gonna be hit with like a force, and it's just gonna push your mage hand, just like blast it off and hit the wall. And just like snap back right into place. So I almost picture like you try to pull like a wire of a guitar string, and it just went boom, but flew your mage hand, as far as it could against the wall.
How about if I try a similar thing? I gotta make sure I actually have this on me.
Mhm.
Yes. Can I try that with my quarterstaff, since it would probably be insulated, to see if I get a similar result?
Yep.
So just kind of try to pry away at it, try to, make sure I'm not conducting electricity or
Don't
power.
ever come to my house thing. Not ever.
All right. So give me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, 12. Actually, okay, never mind.
So by doing that, you're gonna take some force damage.
Oh no.
Okay.
Because it actually went through, and it is going to be, or you're going to take 10 force damage.
Oh. Okay, so not a little. Okay.
Yeah.
More than a little. Less than a lot.
And tell me exactly what you were trying to do. Just tap it, or were you trying to pull it, or were you trying to pop it? What do you think you were trying to do?
I was trying to find a spot where it might have hung a little bit more, and try to put my quarterstaff between the wall and the wire and try to kind of like pry it out.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of like you thought it was gonna maybe like not necessarily pop, but like give a little bit, and it just like again just kind of like bounces back and almost like takes its original form, just like snaps back. Doesn't take any damage from your quarterstaff.
So what actually, before I do that, would that have been considered a magical effect?
give me your Arcana check.
Well, because I have advantage on magical effects for saving throws. Oh,
Okay. Roll it again.
okay. Come on, man.
Oh,
Still a 12 then.
Dude. Yes, it is a magical effect.
so if I'm standing there close to him and I see Kithrix go flying or bounce back a little bit, I'll help get him to his feet and I'll cure
Oh,
him.
it was just well, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was force damage, but it was I guess it's kind of hard to explain because you're doing it with your quarter staff, so it would kind of like maybe blew your staff back, but just because you were holding the staff, it kind of just went through the staff and you took the brunt of it. But yeah, I don't think it knocked you prone, but she might have gave you like kind of like a sympathetic. Are you okay, Kithrix?
Did it knock his hood back is what I want to know,
Yeah.
Ah.
to be fair. If he didn't
Let
throw
me-
him, it probably
Yeah.
didn't knock his hood back, but that's
Underneath is another hood.
Let
yeah.
Mask
let-
under the mask.
do
let me see if can I roll a straight 20 and show up in the log for you guys. Try. If it rolls a 20, then we get to see its face. See if it rolls.
Sorry, Catherine, bad roll. There's some healing.
Oh, nice. Thank
6
you.
points.
Mandalorian.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, it's the Mandalorian.
Let me see if it was gonna. Oh, now it's rolling. 20, we get to see. Damn. Nope. 16.
Thing is like Aquafort on. It's not going anywhere. Or Aqua
Yeah.
Velvet.
All right, yeah, I'll touch him, make sure he's okay, give him a little bit of heal, and I'll just say, curiosity can kill a cat. I'm assuming you're not a cat, so be careful.
I am. We are human, and I kind of pull back my hood a little bit, but I'll make some weird hand movements, and it'll be a face similar to Val's, but kind of more male-ish. And see if she kind of buys that.
So you made yourself look like a sow? Not a
yeah.
Val?
Sound not about.
Val will just shake her head. Keep your secrets for now. We'll find out eventually.
We all
Let's
have
not get killed by some silver wire.
we all have our own secrets, skeletons, and closets. Some would say.
Don't
Oh
Don't
my,
I know it.
foreshadowing. Oh god.
So I noticed these things on the map floor here. They look like drag marks.
Mm.
So
I think that is part of the artwork, the pigmentation of the red. That is the distinct winding path of red tiles. So
okay.
that's what the floor is.
The pathway.
Understood. All right.
And maybe I'm assuming maybe since the pits are still being dug, maybe it's like hey, follow the path, but people don't know that might be a trap pit or pit trap in the future type thing. I don't know. That's just my thought.
Gotcha.
Okay. Are there any levers in this room here?
Where Kithrick was just in.
Yeah, where he keeps electrocuting himself.
Oh, there's buttons and not necessarily levels, but like switches and little knobs and everything else.
All right. Do any buttons like stand out to me as particularly large or important?
Mark, do
Um,
not touch, perhaps.
Hmm.
Not necessarily. Not
Okay.
necessarily.
Can we see where the wires lead? Like, do they go into the wall?
Yeah, into the wall in
Okay.
different spots.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
Almost like an electrical panel would have like a certain bundle coming out of the control panel going into a certain part of the wall, going somewhere else in another place.
Yo, anybody else? Anything else they want to do?
Can I, after being shocked, can I go up to one of the closest tiefling artists and say, "What's with the paintings?"
And they're just gonna say, "Well, we're just getting it ready for our future ceremonies, and we're celebrating the people and the things that are gods and stuff like that. We're being commissioned to do certain murals and
Oh my
pretty-
gosh, the
pretty-
bastards.
pretty well paid gig. We get 2 30-minute breaks and a smoke
Comes
break
with dental.
That's very important in the Middle Ages.
Mhm.
Better than Amazon workers.
Yeah.
So, where's Mulzar? This is all infernal too, by the way.
He keeps popping in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna let you know that you have to go back kind of towards the entrance and take that side hallway.
All right.
Okay,
Continue with your work.
I had some connection issues. I'm sorry.
No worries.
You had a what?
I had some connection issues.
Oh, but you said you had to clean your shoes. I'm like,
Very important.
like in the old days, how you had to get your white shoe polish and get ready for school the next day. Put some more white on it. All right, so yeah, group's gonna go back over there.
I was gonna, man, I'm gonna try and climb down this ladder.
Oh.
There you go.
I'm
Um,
gonna look first to make sure nobody's coming up or down.
Before you do that, you did say at the end you were checking out that wall, right?
Yes.
All right, give me your investigation check.
Can I help him at all, or?
Yeah.
How does it help work? No one's ever helped me before.
Advantage.
Advantage,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so that's a 3. Thank you for helping me. That is a 12.
You're gonna start to see like some binding like into the stonework, and you're gonna see like this weird black orb kind of infused in that wall.
Don't touch the wire.
All right.
And you did was that a perception or an investigation?
That was an investigation.
Um, you get some sort of advantage on your stonework, right?
Yes. Yeah, my
Um,
stone cunning.
Pressed into that wall is going to be a design of a great green devil's face.
Okay. Do I, as a paladin, would I recognize this like devil?
If it's a deity, maybe.
Yeah. Some kind
Yeah,
of great demon.
yeah. I mean, the closer you look, you're gonna get that feeling that something is more behind that. Um, do you want to investigate further?
Yes.
Wait,
I'm
hold
gonna-
on. I'm sorry, I was just seeing how far away Sheena was and if she could give you bardic inspiration. Is that how that works? I don't know. I've never played a bard before.
Yes.
Okay, cool. She's just gonna be like, I guess she'll just be like watching the muralist like paint, and she's gonna inspire her to
Oh,
like
what
take
is
out
that?
her little loot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And or whatever. What is she? Flute. Sorry. Or
Viola?
viol.
Yeah.
Viola.
Viol.
Jake and his viola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna do
Her instrument.
slow- yeah, a little demonic ditty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then give you bardic inspiration.
Okay.
But I could do up to I never a bonus action, a creature. Okay, yeah. So
So do you want me to?
Give me whoever's gonna help against this wall, because you kind of getting the feeling that there's something more back there. Give me
How
go ahead.
are we breaking the wall? Excuse me.
No,
Are we
no.
breaking the wall?
Just
No.
doing a slightly further investigation at the end of that wall.
do my
I'll help if I can.
stone cunning.
So whoever's down there. So
plus one
Salkeen, Oscar, Val, and Kithrix. I don't know where Wilfric just kind of disappeared
Yeah.
in the gray.
Oh yeah, he did. Sorry, I was trying to adjust the screen. He disappeared. Can you please put him back?
So
16.
yeah. So with my bardic inspiration, I got a 16.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody else
Okay,
higher?
I had a little bit of lag. I didn't hear what you wanted.
Investigation check.
I will assist. So roll with advantage.
I got a 4.
Okay. You got a 4 on that second one?
Yeah. On the what?
Investigation.
Wait. Roll. Oops. I did not mean to do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a little confused.
No, you're good. You rolled a 18. So Oscar and Val, did you roll?
Sorry. Take that. Investigation, you said.
Yeah.
Is this inside the room or is this slightly outside?
Outside.
Is at the end of
So-
that hallway.
Okay.
Yeah.
What looks
Yeah.
like a demon mirror.
Yeah. 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 So Oscar and Saul Keen.
There you go.
Y'all gonna, as you look in this this wall and the stone, you're gonna kind of see some weird black stuff in there, and then you're gonna catch some small glimpses of that silver wire kind of intertwined.
Running into the stone.
Yeah. And this
Man,
black
I'm gonna
black
touch the
stuff.
stone.
You gonna touch the stone?
I'm gonna touch the stone.
I'm gonna step back a little bit.
Better step back quick, buddy.
All right. Go ahead and give me your 1 second here.
Everybody's gone quiet. What's going on?
Who's
We're waiting.
Yeah, no, I was trying to see something real quick. Give me a dex saving throw.
Oh
Okay.
no.
No, it's fine. I mean, well, it's not great, but it's not bad.
Whew.
And,
Come on.
17.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. You don't take any damage, but you do kind of feel like you should have. And whoever's the four same individuals, give me a group Arcana check.
I'm gonna guidance myself.
Okay.
Uh,
17.
Oh God, never mind.
I got a
Worth it.
3.
With disadvantage.
bored. I gotta switch to physical.
Yeah.
That's bad.
A 3. I'm gonna put you
I
again.
got a nat 20, no modifiers.
Nice.
Oh, well, I got a +0 anyways, so.
But
5.
that is still not enough to know what this black thing is.
Hmm.
But you're starting to see something in there, and it is going to appear to be something quite big and have some horns, and some of those silver wires are going to it. And it's kind of like surrounded by this black force that you don't know what's in there.
Mm.
So does it look like it's a part of the wall, or it's an attached?
It's almost like, yeah, it's almost like infused into it.
But it's like a black, like almost like a glass, I guess. We can like see through it.
Almost like at first, you know, I probably should have did it a few minutes earlier, but like when you check the wall, we did this. But like if you kind of look back to where Han Solo got frozen in that carbonite
Carbonite?
crap.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that. And let's see, it's the same for give me a wisdom check. Last one.
15.
Wisdom.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Damn it.
That's a 9.
Oh man, I am
Percent.
9x roll. I'm switching to physical dice. D&D Beyond. It's bad.
Eh,
Still had a 19 with
19?
disadvantage. Yeah.
wow.
That's the highest one, 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 and a 20.
Kithric, you're gonna know that this thing is a Baylor.
Baylor.
Yeah, it is a demon. A smaller version, you know, that thing in Lord of the Rings that was falling down and had that big whip and went after Gandalf.
Looks like
So,
a
yeah.
minotaur almost.
Yeah. Yeah, so a Minotaur with the wings, kind of like a smaller version.
So I want to try to do something. I don't know how well this is going to work or not. Can I cast Enlarge Reduce on this object? I want to reduce its size and see what happens. See if it like falls out of the wall or something else happens.
Just make a super tiny demon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Put it in a box.
I feel
So
like this is
yeah.
a bad idea.
So
You can-
yeah, you cause a creature, an object you can see within range to grow larger or smaller for the duration, which is a minute, so it's not gonna last long. But either choose a creature or an object that is neither worn or nor carried. If the target is unwilling, it has to make a Constitution saving throw. On success, the spell has no effect. So for reduce, the target size is half in all dimensions, and its weight is reduced by 1/8.
Is it, I don't want you to waste a spell, but does it work on something that's unconscious?
It says a creature or an object.
Okay.
And I think you just can't do it on like people's weapons to like disarm them that way, which is kind of dumb, but that's just what it says.
Okay.
Well, I had
This
to
is
be
my
standing
fault.
there. My weapon goes. Becomes a dagger all of a sudden. Okay.
I don't
It
know if
will
that's
too
gonna
thick.
do anything, but I figured I'd try it.
Okay.
Maybe
Clever.
yeah, maybe it
Very
falls out of the
clever.
wall and we can look at it better. I don't know.
Somebody can swallow it.
Yeah.
Look, it's
Okay.
a cookie.
Then 50 seconds later, it just turned back to normal size.
No! The worst stomach ache ever.
Well, let's not speculate.
Tell me what's the area of effect and what does it look like?
Um,
And what type of damage is this?
not damage. It's more of
Well,
a utility. So
okay.
it's gonna all of its dimensions is gonna reduce by half, and the weight's gonna reduce by 1/8, or reduce to 1/8 of its normal. So it's gonna get 1/8 of its normal weight, and everything's gonna shrink in half its size. So I don't know how it was adhered to the wall. I don't know if it would fall out. It would just get smaller but stay in place.
Okay.
There's no damage to it. It's just a utility spell.
All right. I'm gonna try and roll it from what it is.
I mean, if it's a creature, it's an unwilling. It's a con of 15, but it's not a creature. It's an object.
Excuse me. Do you mind?
It does seem to get smaller in size, but it's still infused in that blackness.
It was worth a shot.
Mm-mm.
And let's see. That is it does have magic resistance.
Mm.
So it does get advantage on saving throws,
Okay.
right? All right, so let me roll one more just in case.
Right.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Well, the exact same.
Yeah. Yeah, it did shrink, but it's still in that black kind of force. But you can tell that those wires are going to it,
Okay.
and you do know that those wires, by your experiment in the other room, had some type of force damage. But this thing actively, at the moment, is unconscious.
Magically unconscious, or
What would be like trying to? It would be like an investigation of like what exactly has taken place from what you've seen so far. It's like putting two and two together type of thing.
okay.
Let's go with that.
That'd be insight. Would that be insight?
Can you insight something that's unconscious? Let's see. Insight. Wisdom insight decides whether you can determine the true intentions of a creature, such as searching out a lie or predicting someone's next move. Doing so also gleans clues from the body's language, speech, habits, or change in mannerism. So it's unconscious, so that wouldn't affect.
Okay.
I was just trying to learn this too. So,
Understood.
yeah, if it was conscious, then probably so.
Yeah, I mean, if it was held there magically, it might be Arcana, it might be Investigate. Whatever you want me to roll, I roll. It's fine. You're the DM. You make the decisions.
Yeah, give me the situational investigation.
Investigation, right?
Yeah.
Damn it. 14. I'm so much better.
So, you're getting the feeling that it's partial magical and that silver wires is it kind of seems like maybe it's draining energy from this baler.
Mm. So it's like it's security, kind of like it's security system
The
battery.
battery.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sweet.
out of roll, it's either a battery or it's taking the juice.
Sounds like a battery. to me.
Sure.
Like it.
It depends. It could be a deep cycle battery that recharges itself. And,
I like it.
I don't know.
Yeah. So out of character, no, fuck, in character, Val, don't you know, dispel magic? I wonder if that would work. I don't know. I don't know.
I do. I'm hesitant to use it because what if I dispel what he's sleeping in and we release him?
True.
He doesn't seem like he'd be very much fun to wake up in the morning. I
Well, are
can
we all aware
try.
of this, or just you two?
Well, I mean, out of roll, I mean, does the group think you maybe want to try and wake it, or besides release it?
I would be afraid
This is
dispel would
questionable.
dispel the
Well,
magic of its
yeah.
fear. I thought about that earlier when you were doing your thing, and I was like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
that could be bad."
Is it holding it in place, or is it
Right.
taming it, or is it somebody else
Yeah,
is
like
holding back the good?
Not to mention,
not so sure what
we
that
don't
dispel
know
would do.
I don't know if this entity is being held forcibly against its will.
Right.
Set
Mhm.
free.
Well,
Very-
if we
very mad about
release
that.
this thing, we probably won't have any jobs.
Well,
And we
I
could all
mean,
be dead.
We're on much larger.
Oh no, we can probably kill it. It's like out of character. We can probably kill this thing. We're all level 5. We can probably kill it, but at the cost
Well,
of 1 or
let's-
2 of our own.
Let's just take a minute or two out of roll, and then we'll take a 5-minute break, and then we can decide after that. So just think about this too. So you got this evil thing that's in an evil place that's kind of held by magic and whatnot. You've got people, tieflings, working around you.
worshiping.
You've heard some chants coming from somewhere around there. You do know that Moghanum is a legendary evil guy.
Mhm.
And if you can either hey, leave this guy here and go check out that other place, or you can deal with this thing, which may require you to cause a distraction to the people painting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It may be
So they know it's here, right?
So like legit,
we're-
it might be like a god. It's probably a god, and then all of its
Are
worship we would have to deal with, not just the god.
Yeah, it's more of a demon, but yeah, right.
There.
Probably, yeah.
a rose by any other name.
Yeah.
A rose by any other name.
Some higher being.
That Bahamut
So at the
background that I
moment,
put up before really was on the nose for this session, wasn't it?
So I mean, just bear with me as I'm retconning a few of these things because it's my first time doing this one. So, yeah, I want to be fair, and I just want to make sure that if we have to go back to make things right, then I'm definitely going to do that. And even though it puts a little egg on my face for not putting things in order, I just want to make sure this is ran correctly. So,
All good.
Yeah, of course.
so I mean, before our break, what's each one of you thinking? So, Lexi, what
I
are you
think we should
thinking?
leave this thing be.
Yeah, I do. It's
For
like we
now,
can
at
probably
least.
kill it. You can't think of it. Lord of the Rings, they were probably level 3, but there were 9 of them.
What do
We
you
don't
think?
know what.
And even then,
underground
It's only
evil
because one of them sacrificed themselves that they even got away from it.
What do you think, Lexi?
I'm I'm torn between going down the shaft with the ladder, or going through that door that is now open. It doesn't seem like the pit goes very deep, and he's getting like painting type supplies, so it doesn't seem like that's maybe going anywhere. So I guess I'm probably thinking go back towards the door.
Well, and blood.
What?
And blood.
Blood.
Yeah, you're right. It was blood, wasn't it?
I
Yeah.
haven't said anything to any of you
We
yet.
still have those 2 missions that we can do away from this place. Let somebody else wake this thing up.
Oh no, I'm
If
not
they
even
got down
thinking
to
about
half
that.
health,
I'm
then we'll
going
kill
deeper
it.
in this tomb. I'm going down. That's
I think,
I'm
Do
going
one
down
of
the
them.
I think we were
ladder
coming
or
in
towards
here
the
to
door.
go retrieve the prisoner for the prisoner exchange, weren't we?
Yeah. So
And we were using that as cover to kind of explore a little bit.
yeah, if you're doing that one, you need to go down it. Well,
Yeah,
not
let's do
necessarily
that.
down. You need to go somewhere where you haven't explored, not necessarily down. I'm just, things are going to be going sideways and down.
We could try. I know you shouldn't do this probably. But maybe we try splitting
Split
the party
split the party, split.
just a little bit.
Oh, no,
Bodies hit the
the
floor.
DS
Cover more
Bodies hit
ground.
the floor.
Part of me does feel like the prisoner, if we consult the prisoner, he would give us a different perspective on what's going on here as well.
See, I would be more for splitting the party if we had something to communicate. Like to be like, yo, shit's going down. Come over here. Like, we're not gonna be able to
We cast a communication spell.
if somebody has, I don't think anyone
I
has
don't
one.
think anyone
Damn
does. So my vote, I gotta hurry up and take my dog out. She's whining.
Yeah.
But my vote is I want to go back to the planked door and try to see if we can get our prisoner, and then try to
Yeah,
work from there. That's my vote, and I gotta go take my dog out. So
Yeah. Everybody take 5.
yeah, that's guaranteed pay too. We can probably look for the jeweler along the way.
Yep, I'm
Wasn't
good.
the
Yeah.
jeweler at the temple?
No.
Well,
Well, yeah, one's here, one's there. So,
So we were. If
So-
I'm not 100%. I don't know if I remember this right, but there were 2 jobs: rescue the Jim Smith and a prisoner trade. We retrieve the prisoner and we go to the temple, which is where the Jim Smith supposedly is, right?
yeah. So basically,
So 2 birds, 1 stone. We grab the prisoner, we go to the temple, we save the Jim Smith, and come back with both.
Yep,
Well,
and by
then
that
the
point,
Jim
somebody
Smith-
will waken this thing up and we'll just kill it.
Well, I thought
It's
the
like,
Jim
wow.
Smith was the prisoner. So I
They
thought
delved too
shot
greedily and they
rather-
delved too deeply. Darker things slept in the mountains than they had knowledge of.
So I wasn't sure if the job was to either like sneak in and rescue said prisoner, or B, exchange our prisoner
Exchange
for
prisoner.
that same prisoner.
See, I don't think we asked that.
Yeah.
So I'm under the impression that there's 2 separate prisoners that we're going after, or 2 separate people.
So one option is to get the guy that's currently at the tomb, which is one. Let's just say this: you got 2 places. One place sent their guys over there to steal some stuff and got caught. They're stuck over there, and then so this person over here stole somebody from over there and brought them over here. So both sides have their person on the other side. So
Okay.
you're either,
Yeah.
hey, take our guy and go make a swap, or we keep this guy and you just go try and get our guy back. That way we got both.
Okay.
So we chose the swap, which I think is fair, which is more fair.
Well, we don't necessarily have to make the swap.
We don't
That's
necessarily.
what I
have
was
to make
thinking.
swap. Right.
Because like our
Depending on
overall
what.
goal is to find these pieces and return them to Lynx, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Which is somewhere in this tomb.
Yes.
Well, it
And
would also
the
give us-
temple's pretty far away, right? Like we're talking like
I think I said a couple of days travel by land, or you can use a charge, and
Wow.
Ellie can take you there directly.
Damn.
I'm
Well, that
down
sounds
to
like fun.
travel by land.
Mhm.
My thing is we can use it as time to interrogate the current prisoner
Mm.
and
Mhm.
see what he knows. Like I said, get an opposing viewpoint and see if we can figure out what's actually going on here.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, maybe they know more about the demon
Yeah,
because
because
it is a
technically,
temple, right?
yeah, and technically we really don't know what it is. Like we really don't know. All we know basically is that like it's shady. Like
Mhm.
that's the extent that we know, and that this is a demon, really. So
We're here for what? Gems, artifacts.
we're here for like just parts for
Yeah.
links.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, any type of components is what the technical term
components.
is.
Did she give us like a list or like a description on these components, or?
I mean, similar to well, y'all didn't show her what y'all had, but they're similar, either blue or red type button configuration.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
so we'll see which way y'all want to go when we come back, and then yeah, because I'm sure if y'all stay too much longer, the workers are gonna kind of get suspicious,
Gotcha.
kind of moving
Yeah, I
around
mean-
the back. So
Yeah, I'm all for the prisoner exchange. Get an opposing viewpoint. Perhaps we were trying to make a deal with the wrong ones all along.
So then I think we go back to the door further up the shaft and check that way first before we check down the ladder.
We can, yeah.
yeah, because just the one guy that y'all said, hey, you just need to go further down. They didn't really say, hey, go through here or go through that way. So yeah, take a 5 and we'll get back to it. Be right back.
Are you eating Twix? Are you
Me?
eating Twix? Yeah.
Oreos.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
So you put a tiny Twix in your mouth, or a little
Nope.
Charleston too.
Oreos.
Delicious.
Double stuff.
I miss Oreos.
Maybe not.
They don't agree with me though.
Really? Oreos?
I'll tell you later.
Okay, great. Can't wait for that story.
Do you have ice cream
Ice cream.
sandwiches?
Mhm.
Yes,
Oh, dang.
I love being an adult.
Best
Second
part.
one of the day.
That's literally the best part, honestly. Oh,
Wouldn't you just fucking kick the cat across the room?
no, your shoe, which is not supposed to be there.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
I got undressed.
You know better than that.
I'm sorry.
Disappointed in you.
What I missed.
I just
Not
leave,
angry.
I just leave all my piles of clothes. All my piles of clothes.
Wow. Oh my God,
Hold
you're
on,
having
hold
a
on.
stroke.
Somebody kicked the cat. think.
And she
Check,
booted
check.
my boot.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're-
Wasn't showing that it was picking up on the screen.
Actually, I swear to God.
No, he's being playful. Oh, he's getting his ass kicked right now, actually.
Oh, they're good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's
Who
done.
had the monkey?
Mm.
Here's one of the monkeys.
What is flying across the screen over there?
For who?
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that.
Who? Where?
I
This
think
one?
I think I was seeing tokens being dragged across the screen.
No, you did not see me do anything.
Look at all in the background of
It
ours
just caught the
before I
corner
know
of my
what
eye.
you saw. What? I need to know this shit.
I didn't see anything. That's the thing. I just saw a flash.
No. And stupid mosquitoes.
Full circle.
Yeah. Yeah. Do this. You did not see anything like that, like
Oh.
going toward your token.
Party
Look.
like,
Looky Lou. Okay. All right. So yeah, so I think the group kind of mostly decided to go back up and go across that plank. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
mm,
Okay.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, all the workers are still, you know, they kind of like seen y'all goes to the end, but I don't think y'all made too much of a commotion to draw much attention away from what they were doing. So I think y'all are fine at that front. So so who would like to go through the first? Because these are 10-foot squares.
Whoever. You want to
Okay.
go first?
yeah, you can send me first.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and put the order that you would like to go through. And it's just going to appear to be just like, you know, your normal wooden door with some type of like, you know, simple latch to go through the threshold.
Gotcha.
So what does Oscar do? How does he like to proceed in this situation?
So you said just a simple latch.
Yeah.
I
will shove my warhammer right through that door.
You're not wrong.
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna listen.
Mm.
I'm gonna put my head up like every good horror movie and listen.
Wow, this will be the first time.
No, the second.
You really are king, aren't you?
It learns.
Careful, it's learning. You hear from out of nowhere.
Give me your
That-
perception by the door.
Red mark an accident.
Pink.
Um,
That is a
y-
14.
yeah, somebody. I don't know if it's me that did
I think
that.
it was Wolfric.
What?
I think he was trying to drag his token and he had the marker selected.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I don't know how to get rid of that. I know how to get rid of my token, but I don't know how to put it back or get rid of lines I
to
draw by
the-
accident.
Hit your
Go to the
paintbrush.
drawing tool and hit undo.
Yeah,
Stop
that little-
repeating the
that little-
math.
there you go.
I
Oh,
deleted
it's gone.
it.
Okay.
Good job.
Thank you, Val.
All right, so back to the game log. Where to go?
This is a 14, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna hear some humans speaking, and you're gonna hear like some chiseling of marble. I mean, I'm sure you know what that would sound like, and maybe like a couple of not too loud, but just kind of like some grunts.
I'm going to give a knock on the door.
All right.
What I tried to do.
Yeah, I will go ahead and you're gonna hear just like something maybe slightly larger than human. Just grab it and another grunt, and the door's gonna swing open. And let me just go ahead and open that up for you real quick. And so far, what you're gonna see is that you're gonna see this gorilla type thing that's got 4 arms. It's holding a torch, and it's as far as you could tell, it can't speak a language, and it's kind of look at you, Oscar, and kind of look like he's looking you up and down for something.
Oh no.
I'm gonna be like sulking.
Mm.
Paperwork?
I-
Paperwork?
And
The multi-pack.
and the
I got people standing in the door. I can't get through.
you can move through his space as long as you're not you can. It's 10-foot square, so you should be good to pass through. And what are you gonna be doing or saying?
I'm gonna try showing the beast the hall pass, so to speak.
Sorry, can you speak up?
Can you not hear me?
He's going to show the multi-pass. Lilo Dallas multi-pass.
Multi-pass.
Pass.
Yeah, and these are all these bags. That's just a humanoid, and these are all just going to be what appears to be. I mean, Oscar, you're going to know what they are, but they're sculptors, and they're busy producing artwork for this one room.
Molto bene.
And it kind of appears that they're going to be being watched over by this creature. He's providing a light source with the torch, and yeah, I mean, he's going to be looking at that pass and just kind of give you like a grunt and just kind of like turn back around and go back, kind of like overseeing these guys do their work.
I'm gonna peek in there.
All right.
I'm assuming he left the door open for me.
Yeah, he left it open because he kind of seen your pass. So I'm just going to open up a little bit more. Just give me a second.
Health inspector.
Yeah, so you are going to see Right here. You're gonna see a little more extension and a little more, I'll give you that door there and 2 doors down there in the wall. So that's as far as you can see. And there's 5 of these humans in there. They're sculpting away, and let me turn this creature around, because once he's seen that pass, he was kind of he's just making sure that they're doing their work. And either I'm gonna say this guy, I'm just gonna name him, let's see, 1, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, 4 just blew up. And 5, come on. So 1 is gonna kind of like look at you, Oscar, as you're peering in, and kind of like give you like as subtle as he can, kind of like maybe whisper, not necessarily whisper, like just kind of mouth, like,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna kind of like finger gun at him and wink.
and I mean, they're kind of like, working and kind of like looking back at you, like, and they're trying to stay busy and not draw attention to themselves, as they just kind of just like let you know that little bit of secret information.
Give him a
Is
little
this-
bit of signal. I hate.
Okay.
What was the
Uh,
information I didn't hear?
Kind of like a subtle call for help from one of the human sculptors to Oscar. They're making works of art, sculpting, but they're kind of being guarded by this thing, gorilla type thing with 4 arms that I don't think you can see yet at the moment.
Are we doing a smash and grab?
No. I'm gonna walk on by
Okay.
for now, and I'm gonna try this door here.
Okay.
Keep up, please. I'm gonna say
I will
because
follow
I
right
don't
behind
rip
you.
my arms off fast.
Yeah, I mean, and as you're going through that one area, I mean, you're gonna see like just mason tools, just like all over the place, and it's still a work in progress. And let's see which
The one north of me.
give me, do you want to take any type of look at this gorilla type? It's called a Garrulon, Girallon.
So I would like to take a look at him. I wasn't sure if there was more to find out about him.
I mean, it is a large monstrosity with 4 arms.
Oh boy.
Okay.
He does have, at least 1 torch.
I wanted to look
And-
at him a little bit too.
Yeah. So as y'all do that, I mean, he's just focused on these 5 guys working. But he does seem to be wearing a golden armband on one of his left arms, and it's kind of like there's going to be like some symbols inscribed on this band. Can't really tell what it means.
Is it like very like tight on his arm, or would you say it kind of like moves up and down like it's kind of loose? It has like space in between.
you can probably see it too from where you're at, but it's kind of like one of those ones that won't get over his wrist.
What was that?
You said it
That
won't?
was no.
Okay.
That was one of my text alerts.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't this gorilla going nuts. But yeah, so it appears like he couldn't get it off if he tried.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
So maybe it's magically held on there.
Yeah, the problem is we're not all going to
Possibly.
fit in this tiny room.
All right, is number 5 still looking at me?
Kind of like
I thought
one
it
and
was one.
it was one, but from where you're at, I'm sure 5 would have caught you and Salkeen in his peripheral and kind of doing the same thing, like help me eyes, but not like trying to get the attention of this thing.
Not to alert the beast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over and make sure the beast is not looking at me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna kind of mouth like later,
Okay.
Like what?
later.
All right.
Like I'll help you later.
Does the thing seem friendly at all?
I mean, so far it's given you a free pass to be in this room and to go further with
Okay.
that hall
Seems-
pass.
He seems passive at the moment, but probably could flip a switch if we're not careful.
No, I just wanted to give him chinny scritches.
You always have L that we can
Maybe
go back
not
in time.
recommended.
Yep.
You're going to
You
give
can
him
have kids
some.
use a fireball on him.
After I take a nap, I can.
You can take a long rest in this room with this gorilla.
Well, we probably could do that, and we wouldn't get in trouble for it.
What about them? They can't get into it.
I'm gonna ask number 5. Hey, is the prisoner this way?
And he's gonna kind of like look back at that Girlon and just kind of like get his kind of like nod approval. And he's gonna. I mean, he can't speak from what y'all can gather, but he's gonna like they're okay at the moment, kind of like let them go and just like kind of like just point with one of his other 3 hands and just that way type thing.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go the way he. I mean, is everybody following me?
Mm-hmm.
We can.
Right behind you, bud.
Right.
The one door that he's going to point to is going to be this one right here.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna do another knock.
Okay. And then, I mean, he's just going to just point again, like he's just telling you to just go through.
Okay, I'm just gonna go through.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like too much for him. He's starting to get a little antsy because there's too many people in this room and he's overseeing these guys working. And yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, are you going through the threshold?
Yeah, I'm gonna go through the threshold.
Okay. So go ahead and move your guy there, and it's gonna go that way, and gonna make a right hook. See if I can just pull that one back a little bit.
There's a lot of map here.
Oh yeah, lots of maps. Is everybody else following in suit?
Mhm.
Yes, I is.
Oh,
And let me open that, and it's going to
Oops,
open
sorry.
up. That's all right.
I'm sorry. I
I've
accidentally
disappeared.
I swiped
Oh.
into the dark box.
All right.
I got shoveled into the wall.
You're good.
I was trying to move the screen to the side and I missed. I'm sorry.
Just threw him in the upside down. It's fine.
Barb?
And yeah, once you get to where you're at, Oscar, just hold tight right there, and then I'm gonna open up what you see. And what is Oscar? You got dark vision, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I've still got the light on my
Yeah, I was just about to check
whatever
the,
weapon that was.
Hour, right?
It's an hour. Yep, it's an hour.
How far does that give them that light?
Ooh, good
you know how many
amount.
feet?
Let me see.
20
So
and
it's 20 feet and then 20 feet of dim light. So in total, it's kind of like 40. But the 20 light, so it's 20 feet of, I'm sorry. So bright light in a 20-foot radius and then dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Okay. So you're gonna get it's about like that.
Ooh, nice.
And that. So yeah, whoever's going in there, this is an area that's being crafted into a second grand hall. And like that entrance hall, it's busy, it's noisy work site. There's going to be some more artisans and plastering the walls and paintings in this as well. More murals, large spheres of or spheres of different colors, and more stone cutting. And there's going to be four more of those Girlons in this room.
Oh boy.
Hey.
So
Now can you hold up the pants?
and yeah, these are going to be so there's going to be 5 more humans in this one, and 4 of those creatures. So let me just throw them in there real quick. And you're going to kind of get the same reception. I'm going to shrink them in a second. When they were looking for that pass as well. And you're going to
Do
get
they
one
also
right.
mouth help us?
They also what?
Do they also mouth help us?
You don't know that at the moment. They just
right.
seen y'all come in. Just drop them down in size real quick. Is anybody gonna hang back? Does anybody who's up front like let the rest know anything, or we're just assuming y'all did? Oops, very good.
I think we're just following. I think I'm gonna just
Okay.
follow.
Yeah, so
Go
you're gonna have 5 human sculptors in this room, and you're gonna have 8 tiefling muralists in this one. And you're gonna hear some more chanting, but you can't really like pinpoint it at the moment.
It's kind of just reverberating in the walls.
Yeah, it's kind of bouncing around everywhere. The murals in this one, because I think y'all have Val. Are you in the room yet? You're not in the room yet. Are you
I'm in
hanging
the
back? Okay.
Yeah, I'm covering the back group.
So Oscar's got a decent passive perception of 14. So the walls in this area are figures of animals, strange signs and glyphs, and different types of humanoids posing with spheres of different colors.
Okay.
So slightly different from the other hall. But
You said spheres,
yes.
like circular
Yep.
3D objects. Okay.
Yep. There is going to be that one. Let's see. One of the spheres is that kind of stands out is a golden sphere.
Where is that located?
Closer to where that top. I think it's actually this one.
area?
Yeah. So those circular sphere looking things are actually the spheres.
Okay. What kind of animal holding that sphere?
They're kind of like attached to I'm thinking like not necessarily on like a little column, like it's possible like you would see like in somebody's garden, like they have that weird little presentation of a small column with this blue orb looking thing in the front that kind of looks like a crystal or something. I'm kind of
Yeah,
thinking that's what the
pedestal?
yeah, it's like a
Okay.
small
Like a pedestal.
pedal, yeah, like a small pedestal, yeah.
You said it stands out because it's gold. Is it like glowing, whereas the others are not?
It's the only one that's gold. The other ones are just kind of like just kind of like small, well, the same size, but kind of like just like duller colors, like your blues and reds and yellows. This one that only stands out just with your passive perception.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna take note of that.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask this guy here though. I'll be like, prisoner? Question mark.
It's just it's not gonna understand what you're saying. It's just gonna kind of like look at you and kind of like look at the other workers.
Is he guarding that door, or is he gonna let me go by?
You kind of get that feeling like he is guarding it.
All right, I'm gonna try to peek around him, and I'm just gonna see what he does, I guess.
All right.
What's going on?
Oscar is peeking.
Oh, okay.
He is
I'm
trying
seeing.
to
I'm
catch
seeing
their
what's.
glance.
I'm seeing what I suspect is a lot of forced labor. What are we
Yeah.
gonna do?
Yeah. So
We
I
can't take him
mean,
with us.
that's as,
Shit.
that's as far as he's gonna allow you to peek down the hall, and then he's gonna just kind of like move a little bit.
All right, that's what I was looking for. I'm gonna nod. I'm just gonna. I guess I don't know, guys. I think we gotta move a little further down the hallway here.
Oh, taking off.
Wow.
Is that a
I'm
door
running.
right there? Is this a door?
That is it's kind of like I think it's a door, not a door. I think it's more like a mantle type piece.
Like an altar.
Something. Yeah, it could be either or. It could have legs, or it just could be something higher that's carved out. That's almost like a mantle that you would put
It's like a
candles on or
standing
something.
shelf.
Yeah. That's cut out of the stone walls. I think that's what that is. And Will Frick, not Will Frick, Oscar and Salkeen, you are going to see a pathway that's going to your left, where you're at right now.
Is that the hole in the wall?
It's kind of like it kind of likes, it's not real huge or almost like it's still under construction a little bit. And it goes a
More
little
like a
bit
crawl space.
a little bit bigger than a crawl space, a little bit bigger. And it's going to go,
Walking space.
yeah, just let me open it up a little bit more down for your line of sight. So it does go further down also. So
Can we stand up in it at least?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's at least 8 foot. So unless somebody's taller than 8 foot, I think everybody's fine.
I think my character's like 6'2" or something like that. So yeah, we're good.
All right. I guess let's go.
Nobody
down
wants to fight any gorillas yet. Come on, guys.
I
Where's
mean,
your
I
team?
want to, but I can't go against the rest of the party.
Where's your team spirit? Pick a
We
fight.
gotta find that prisoner first.
Yeah.
That's true.
Not unless
Focus.
they are aggressive towards us, then like if they start some shit, I'll
Mhm.
end some shit.
Well, my thing is maybe we come back with the prisoners' buddies. I don't know, something.
Oh, a
Okay,
jailbreak. So about a
so-
jailbreak right now?
The exact opposite of jailbreak, but yes.
Oscar, you wanna
More like the
wanna
break
move
jail.
further down the hall and see what else? is left?
So yeah, so so as far as where you Salkeen and Oscar's at, so there's some. Oh, I moved you by mistake. I grabbed the wrong thing. I'm sorry. There's a pathway that goes this way, and then Oscar, you can at least see further down the hall where it keeps going down that way. But there's also a another smaller, similar path that goes that way.
Hmm.
Should have asked for a map from Mockingham.
I know.
Muckingham.
Full mahogany.
That's hilarious.
Mahogany.
Is he rich?
I like Muckingham. That's fucking amazing.
Let's take a look down this path here, I guess.
Wilfred, go back and get a map.
You want me to? Okay,
Um,
I can. You want me to do that?
No.
I'm joking.
I have a movement speed of 40. I can probably do it if you guys finish exploring this area.
Too bad you're not Tabaxi. They can do like 120 in a movement.
True.
Once you get towards there, Oscar, it's going to wind back around, and it's also going to seem like it's going to start to slope down to where you're going under that hallway where you guys just were.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, oh, this sort of like a painting with holes cut out on the other side. All right.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry.
Okay. No, you're good. Yeah, I'm gonna back out of there. I think we should keep moving forward to find this prisoner. I do want to check that out. Now it's open up for later.
Okay.
Unless anybody else wants to go down this tunnel.
Who wants to go down the creepy tunnel? Wolfric. You wanted to scout that tunnel, then report back, he says?
Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will then.
I don't know how good you'll do without that path though.
Oh no.
Oh, that's right, I can't.
Torn limb from limb.
Where you're at, Oscar, yeah, you're going to see that door, not the door, that pathway continue. And go that way. And also before you move, it appears that to the south, it's going to kind of like end about 30 to 40
That'd be
feet.
north.
Yeah.
Another Balrog?
So it's going to kind of like it's going to end here, but there is nothing on the wall or nothing of interest
Okay.
down that way.
let's check this guy out. Is this who was the one who got the information the prisoner was this way?
So you're gonna get where you're kind of at, Oscar, and it's going to kind of look a little bit weird. That it's kind of like a wall, but it's not like complete. So give me your investigation of the wall situation around here.
Like a stone cutting or just a straight investigation?
Just a straight investigation.
Bing, 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 bing. Ah, 8, 7.
I mean, you do notice something that's different around this area, but you can't get further past that point.
All right. I guess I will back out of here because Oscar has no idea what's going on there. All right. Guess we're going down.
Does Stalkeen see anything?
Down, down, glory
me-
days.
Give me your investigation check.
This is gonna go well. 14.
You're gonna notice some type of secret door, which is right there.
Intriguing. Okay.
And it's kind of like at the same level, so it's not going down depth wise.
So it's not sloping down at all.
No.
I guess I will tell Oscar and Wolfric about the secret door so that they're aware of it as well.
Oscar's like, damn it, I was just there.
Son of a bitch. All right. Okay. I guess I'm gonna go. Let's go investigate the secret door then, real quick.
All right.
Who all's going, and give me your is Theo, Shino, and Kithrix just hanging back? Let me know how y'all gonna are you splitting up, or some of y'all staying up there to try and keep these things occupied distraction wise, or y'all just gonna meander down and follow?
I think we'll follow, honestly.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Yeah, these things have given no indication, like when we flashed our badge, like these things gave really no indication where to point. They were just kind of like,
Yeah, I mean they can't communicate without gruntings or like hand gestures or something, and all the tieflings and the humans, they're busy doing their work, and they're kind of like in their artistic trance at the moment.
Does
Okay.
it seem like they are trying to communicate with some type of a language?
The
As far
apes,
yeah.
they're keeping an eye mainly on these workers, because they're apparently, I mean, you could tell, hey, these guys are their shift supervisors of this work, and I guess y'all have a secret pass at the moment, and I mean, y'all haven't shown any hostility. You're just kind of like passing through, like you might have a guest from corporate coming checking out the tomb.
We got a guest pass.
Yeah.
yeah. So they made no indication that we can't go into
Right.
these little offshoot rooms or
Multi-pass.
anything like, oh shit, don't go in there. Like we're just kind of free to.
Well, there's that one door.
Free-ish.
So while where the group is trying to look for a secret, or where this prisoner is looking for these secret doors, for these tunnels, can I start ritually casting comprehend languages?
How long does that take?
10 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, if there's something else that happens in the meantime, I'll I'll stop on to do them. But yeah, he kind of pulls out a spell book and he starts working through the incantations to start comprehend languages.
Now, I will say that these last two that are closest to Val are going to notice that y'all all pass that location and may give a glance your way going down that hall. So, do you think Kithrix or Shino or Val would do anything while passing, or
So were they,
almost like not like great concern, but just kind of like just seeing where y'all went type of thing?
so they're not showing aggression yet, but they're slightly concerned, I guess.
Well, they took notice of which way you went. Let's put it that way.
Mm.
If Kithrix is gonna drop down and start reading his book, Val will just kind of, if she notices that they're eyeing them, she'll just kind of stand in between Kithrix and them and just kind of just stand there, not reaching for any weapons, but just kind of stand, maybe blocking Kithrix a little bit while he's reading.
Do you have to kneel to do that?
I would anyway. Yeah.
Would do you think you would do that in this great hall, or would you go into where more towards Theo and just kind of be out of their view?
Try to be out of sight as much as possible.
Okay.
I mean, I just can't physically put him in there because the sketch isn't that big. So
Yeah, I mean, you can overlap a little bit. It's no big.
We're gonna have Shino like move out a little bit so she can kind of like let you
Put it
through.
right
Yeah.
Okay. And just kind of like, would you say like Val's just kind of like looking around, just like looking at the murals, kind of like just trying to get closer looks, and then just looking around, just kind of like,
Yeah, just like kind of like that person at the art museum who's just like standing there and like really not looking at it, but keeping an eye out on everybody else. So
Okay.
just keeping an eye to make sure nothing comes into the room or makes any kind of move towards them. She'll just keep her focus outside in that room.
All right, sounds good. So yeah, there is a secret door. And
Can we check and see how, or if we can find a way to open it?
well, take a minute or two if y'all want to take out a roll plan. What do y'all think? How do y'all want to proceed with? There is a secret door. You don't know where it goes. You don't know what's in it.
I think we should make a
versus-
note of the secret door and then do the other two jobs and come back and clear this place out.
Yeah, but this is where like the prisoner might be. We're not sure, right? Is that my understanding?
That's my understanding.
Okay.
I think we should do the tunnel though.
I know, but we pushed our luck pretty far in this place. That's the thing.
Gotta go deeper to get the answers.
I know, but I'm thinking about what would happen if they all came at us at once. You're talking about a small army, maybe even 20 opponents simultaneously.
just everyone crowd around Elle and then tell her to skip forward to like 12 hours or back 12 hours.
Yeah, that's definitely a good. Yeah. Don't try on Val.
Because it was location or time. Well, I guess or both. So
And they've shown no aggression. They're just watching their workers. So as long as we don't, I think we'll be okay. But do you want to go after the secret door or the tunnel and the other one that seems to be spiraling down?
I kind of like the tunnel personally, but
Yeah, I kind of like the tunnel too. I mean, we should maybe try to figure out how to unlock that secret door real quick before we go. But
That's what I was saying. It's like we check to see if there's a way to open the door, but we don't open it,
Yeah.
and then we circle back to the tunnel, run down there first, see if we come across anything.
Yeah.
Where's Killian when you need them?
I agree
Because
with
it
that.
sounded like they were getting a little uncomfortable about us going in this tunnel, so maybe we don't want to push it too far yet.
It kind of seems like it's almost like a door that would kind of appears to be rock, but kind of like can be like pushed in or kind of like slid in a little bit type of situation.
Mm.
But knowing that, what do y'all think? Y'all gonna double back and go back to the other path?
Yeah, I'm down for whatever you guys want to do.
I mean, we got a few more minutes. You got to bounce in a few minutes, right, Matt?
Not really.
Okay.
Oscar's gonna come back out and kind of like, tell like Val and Kithrix like, hey, somebody else take the front. I'm gonna take up the rear on this and just keep an eye on these gorilla things.
You want to take Wolfric with you? He can punch things. He doesn't need weapons. His hands are weapons.
I'm not waiting. I'm just following now. I'm gonna follow behind. And
How much time do I have left on the light?
On the what?
You know?
Oh, the light.
Yeah.
What did Marie take off?
No, it's fair.
No,
Okay.
we're here. Sorry. I'm
Yeah.
just,
How long's the light take? Or
It's
last?
an hour.
An hour.
But
Yeah,
it's a
you're still
cantrip,
fine.
so I can just revamp it. It's not a big
Okay.
deal.
Okay.
Nice cancer.
All right. So y'all gonna go through here and then whip back around where as far as Oscar got? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I'll take point on this one this time.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll follow up behind you. Oh, excuse me.
All right.
So yeah, you can move all the way to here, and then that was where Oscar was, and then put whatever you think is going to be the formation going in.
Hithrix is gonna see the party moving and be like, I didn't finish my incantation. You should have let me keep reading.
Oh no.
Can you walk and read at the same time, or do you need to be like?
I mean, we could. I mean, we could say that Kithrix would have said that before y'all took off, and he can finish his 10 minutes. And
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we'll give him whatever he has left to do.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think the book says I have to stand still, but I mean it's always under DM's discretion. So
yeah, I mean,
We
it's
could have waited there for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, you
that's-
know what? We can, and I will feed these little gorilla doodles some of my rations while I wait.
all right.
Try and make it fit.
While he was finishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That would have caused a little distraction, which would have helped probably from like doing one like pacing down to kind of like take a second look to see what y'all are doing.
Mm.
But who knows if those things know that there's actually a secret door there.
Mm.
So
They
they're
fit in there.
yeah, I don't think they can fit in there, and I'm not too sure what their intelligence is at the moment. I gotta go back for that. So all right, so from where you're at, Salkeen, it's gonna start going down, and it's gonna appear like it's the same size, but going under that great hall where y'all just were. And Wolfrich, you're following also.
Yes, I am.
All right.
So I'm trying to
So
move the character, not the map. Here we go.
All right, so let me just continue following through. I'm going to try and use this other tool to see if it's actually going to let me use kind of pointer type things.
Pointer type things. Interesting.
Instead of rectangles, it's kind of like a
Oh,
you gotta do all
okay.
these specific points and then actually come back to where you started for
Yeah.
it to connect or some stupid crap like that.
It's like the pen
Mm.
tool.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, if
So
we're trying
it's-
to help these people out, they're not being very helpful on their own. Sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So yeah, you would actually be
Yes,
going
move
under the
over.
hall and continuing through to the other side.
Nice.
okay, so I'll go here.
It's just for
Kinda
some, depending, I'm just going to open it up a little bit more since you're there. So depending on the map
Yeah.
situation, it's not too revealing if there's nothing behind it to do like big, large rectangles instead of doing all these stupid little point, connected dots type of thing. But once
Yeah.
you kind of get to about right here, those chantings are going to start getting louder, and it's going to start feeling like there's more and more.
energy in the air,
Well,
Healing time has just begun, according to our sacred god.
or
like the closer you get going down that direction, you get that feeling like there's going to be more and more people involved in that chant.
Mm.
okay.
And I'm gonna say that at the moment you can't tell the language yet, but from where you're at, it's gonna continue in that direction.
Would I be able to hear this odd language?
Once you get about another 10 feet or something like that. And you're gonna start here, especially it's gonna be in common, but it's kind of like a cultist like slang, kind of like praying type thing.
So almost slurred in a way.
Almost like
Speaking in
common
cursive.
common with a hint of tongues.
Mm. Mm.
Kali Shanatar, Kali Shanatar.
Somebody said there wasn't cultists down here. They're everywhere.
Who said
Yep,
that?
damn death cults.
Sorry, your house is infested, sir.
And then you're gonna get to about right there, and this, I mean, it's just gonna be like you're almost like in a freaking church. It's so loud, and about 20 feet in front of you, it's gonna start to open up. And on the ground, you're gonna start seeing some more of those red pavements on the ground. And from where you're at, I'm just gonna open up a little bit because it's gonna be dark, but a lot of candles are gonna be lit, and you're probably gonna see about at least that far into it. And it's going to be getting that sense where this is where all this sound is originating from, and it's going to appear to be some type of huge chapel. You're going to start to see those a few of those pews, and at least from what you can gather where you're at least 24 cultists in there, and they're just going at their chant. And you're also going to see some bits of that black rock here and there. Remember at the beginning there was some black rock on top of that hill where that skull was that wasn't quite completed. So there's kind of like bits of this here and there. And you can't really get too much of a look inside without going further in. So if you want to like pause for a second and let Theo or whoever else know what's going on.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to Theo and say we got some cultists in here, and it's kind of sketchy looking in there.
Yeah. I mean, I could definitely hear them. I'm trying to think if I can do anything.
And I mean, there's so many lights and flickering shadow, the flames, flickers, shadows, this, that, and the other thing. But I mean, give me your perception right now, Salking, and probably you too, Theo.
Okay. Oof. 8.
Ooh, that was horrible. I got 3.
Oh no.
We got a rock.
Ooh,
Um,
I got a modified 1.
wow.
Oh, no.
I mean, you can't really tell what's going on, but it appears to be some type of ceremony. But you can't really.
Uh-oh.
I
I'm
mean,
just gonna say-
you know they're chanting, and there's more past what you can see at the moment, but you just don't know what it is.
I'm gonna turn to Salkeen and be like, do you think our prisoner's in there? If he is, this is probably not very good. Yeah. I can't see any of the cultists, like
I
how they
mean-
look.
Cults are never a good
Neither
thing.
of us can. I mean,
You kind of see the backs of them, so they're kind of like the robes, and they've got some type of weird type of mask on, maybe some horn type situation.
Now,
I
do
think
do the robes and the hooded stuff look similar to what Kithrix could be wearing right now?
Trying to sell out Kithrix.
No, trying to get some intel since we can't see shit,
do you want to
um,
try moving in a little closer, see if we can get another look?
I wouldn't be opposed to that, just as long as
Um,
it's sneaky.
let me
I
try.
gotta know. I'm curious. Are we going to try to sneak up and kill the cultists, or what are we going to do now?
We're trying to find a prisoner.
I'm not
Well, we're
very
just trying
sneaky
to
because I've
see-
got a disadvantage.
Gotcha.
So
So I'm going to put at least one of them in there so you can actually kind of see what the back. I mean, it's a front view, but I'm just gonna put them in there so you can kind of see what maybe's in there. And I'm just gonna put like the back of them just right there so Salking can get like a kind of good look.
They're all facing away though, right? Like you're only
They're-
seeing the back of their heads, right? So
Right.
you could like if you're late for church and you gotta like sit in the back pew, you know? what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean they're all face.
I-
There's like
Yeah.
as far as you can tell, there's at least 24 of those type individuals as far as you can see. But past that, there's more, but there's more of something, but you just don't know what it is.
Mm.
You're hearing this.
Can we win this? That's a lot of opponents.
I don't think we want to get into a fight in this, so try not to
Against this number now.
alarm them. It is possible that they may be in a trance and they can't actually detect us.
Well, my thinking is that like we just need to know if like the prisoner is in here to be sacrificed. That's my thing. Like that's what that's the first thing I thought
And
of.
not for nothing, we're under orders too.
We
got
are
that.
under
Okay,
orders.
so
Like their boss sent us down here. So.
I'm legit about to be like, hey,
And then-
taking cue from Oscar
all right,
here.
so I guess I'll attempt to move a little bit further into the room and see if I can get a better look.
Okay. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna move right
As-
about there.
Okay. As you're doing that, let me back up one thing. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh shit, you're seeing some shit right now. Some
Sure.
shit's going on. Some Eldritch Horror shit's going on.
That would be a
Cthulhu.
11.
Bad. Not bad.
We're about to have our own. We're about to have our own internet on Harrow here.
I love it.
And
I mean, Dunwich Horror. Sorry.
do you have any type of immunity?
What?
Any type of immunity to anything?
I
As a
have
character?
cold resistance.
Okay. Okay, so you are going to feel the effects of a mass suggestion to come and have a seat.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yes.
And whatever just did that is going to want you to come have a seat right here.
I don't want to.
Oh, but I think you do.
But I
Your
don't
roll
want to.
says otherwise.
Your 11 says maybe you do.
All right. Theo, having seen what just happened, what do you think?
I'm like, oh shit. Okay.
This is what I get for going first, huh?
But you had the multi-pass.
Yeah.
You're important. Remember that. We have to get you back.
Yes, we do. I really just want to see like what the hell is going on in there, but I don't want to be lured into the dark side. I don't really have anything. Okay. Tell you what. I'm just
Who's
gonna
got their
turn
familiar?
to the I'm just gonna turn to the party and be like,
Hey, Salkeen's gone. Sorry.
guys, we can't go in there. I'm sorry. I think we just have to leave, honestly. No, I'm just gonna turn around and just be like,
Hey, buddy, we'll be back.
and just be like, there's some sort of ritual going on in the other room. And Salkeen seems to be entranced by whatever's happening. I can't really see. But but I'm gonna go in and take a closer look. So just keep an eye on me. And actually, Val, if you could give me some sneaky, maybe we should do a sneaky spell to help everyone.
Damn, I should have had my ears plugged.
I can do that. I also have dispel magic, so I can try
Okay.
and knock Salkeen out of it. If you would
Okay.
like.
Nice.
Yeah, let's keep that on the back burner for now. We'll do that, and I'll just by the will of my luck, I guess, I'll try and sneak in towards like the back.
This is gonna end so bad.
And you, I
um,
mean, and the only Theo knows what just took place, and you don't know what's affecting him. You just know that Salkeen's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go take a look," and he just like, "All right." And the next thing you know, he just went and sat down like right next to him. So
You know what? I'm just gonna like. Okay. Wait. Let me look at my skills first. Hold on.
Yeah, because I can give you guidance for up to a minute, but
mhm.
it's only on ability checks, not
Saving
saving
throws.
throws.
That's fine. I'm gonna pretend that I'm also entranced, and I will go and sit next to Salkeen so I can get a better view of whatever's going on in this area.
Okay.
Cool.
So as soon as you break that threshold, give me your wisdom saving throw.
No.
I can only dispel twice, so
It's okay. Wisdom save. Okay.
Bing bong.
Right.
Oh,
It's 14.
You happily go take a seat right next to
Greetings.
Sal-
The church
Salking.
welcomes you. It wants you
Oh,
to
no.
be comfortable.
cool.
So Shino just seen two members of her party just go into this chapel of chanting willingly and haven't came back.
She gonna be like, hell no, I know they ain't no cookies
Okay,
in there.
I have an idea. Because
Funny.
Wolfric has that dragon influence thing, he can re-roll wisdom saves. So you want him to try next?
No, because if he fails,
I
only
can
have two
try. I can
dispels.
retry it, but I can do it up to 2 times. I can re-roll a failed charisma or wisdom save. I think I'm reading that right. Hang on, let me check the character sheet.
So, well, first,
Plus, you have advantage against being charmed anyway.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
If
so,
I
I mean-
fail a charisma or a persuasion check, I can use my reaction to re-roll the dice.
Yeah, or I mean, you just as a half elf, you have advantage against being charmed and magical, and magic can't put you to sleep. But that's an innate.
Yeah, I'm going to
ability.
try and just jostle our 2 party members out of it.
so who's running Shino?
I am. I don't think she really has anything to.
What do you think Shino would tell Kithrix before
She's
you
gonna be,
before you decide?
she's just gonna be like, there's definitely no cookies in there. So if you, that's all you. Like,
I
she
mean, what do
probably
you
doesn't want to deal with
what-
any of that.
go in there and try to
would she
throw it
just
back.
would she describe at least what she saw?
Yeah,
She'd
she
cast
would.
deafness on her.
So
So tell me
Well,
how
we
you
don't
think she
know.
would tell Kithrix.
So we don't know if it's visual or if it's
Oh,
or
so she doesn't.
so I
okay.
wouldn't do that. But so yeah, she's just gonna be like, hey, the
My head hurts.
these two people, the two people who went in aren't coming out. They don't look like they want to leave. So not sure what's going on in there. There's some sort of ritual happening.
So
Kithrix is gonna go walk past her and walk into the room.
Just gonna walk straight to the room.
Yeah.
all right,
Let's see your
wisdom
wisdom
saving
save.
throw.
Wisdom save, and I have advantage, right? Because it's a magical effect.
Yeah.
Natural 20. 24.
So-
Nice.
So
Nice.
Now they're all
Um,
attracted to you.
Did you just like fireball the room or something without hitting our party members?
That's not how fireball works.
And I don't have it
You always
prepared.
have-
Oh,
Yeah.
Not
So
all wizards take fireball.
all right. So yeah, you're gonna get a little bit better view. You got dark vision, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna open it up for you. I'll move this a little bit more. And if anybody's got a bounce soon, let me know. I don't want to keep any mind.
now I want to see how this plays out. And I don't have to be anywhere tomorrow, but it's up to the rest of you.
Got about another hour.
It's
I got
only
about
7
15.
for me.
15 minutes.
Okay, we'll go. Yeah, I mean, we'll go at least 15 more minutes because I don't want to get this too deep. And then, unless y'all want a nice cliffhanger for next week.
It'd be awesome.
I'm fine with the cliffhanger.
I think the whole thing.
Yeah,
is put
I
back.
know what I want to do, but I'm just trying to like see what happens. So didn't you say there's like a dozen of them?
Okay, so from what you can see now, there is going to be, and actually you catch a little glimpse of this further in that opening where that trail is leading to. You're going to see a little bit, which appears to be some type of altar over there.
This is some midsummer type shit.
And there's at least 30 of these cultists in there.
30.
30.
30.
Oh
I
man.
don't like those odds.
And
Are they kind of all spread out?
yeah, I just didn't put 30 of them down yet, but I will shortly. There is also going to appear to be two other individuals in here. There is going to be a half-red dragon form
no.
type thing. There is also going to be an incubus in there.
Oh
Excellent.
no.
Oh
Um,
yes. We gonna have us some fun.
From what you got so far is 30 cultists. You've got this half-red dragon individual and an incubus, which is if you know what a succubus is, an incubus is a male version.
Mhm.
So, are you what's your intention going in there, Kithrix? Just to get the view, or are you going to try and stealth in there and go more? I mean, because this is just going to be, I mean, at some point I'm going to have all 30, but they're just going to have like, a good even amount in every pew or whatever you want to call them.
I'm just gonna say we're looking for Nalzar. We have orders to take him for a prisoner exchange.
Okay, and you're saying this for this one last guy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he would have been the closest. Um, give me your persuasion,
Persuasion.
because you are not in possession of this hall pass.
Well,
Um, he's kind of on the edge of like, hey, I'm not really sure if you're supposed to be here, but I'm kind of in the middle of a ceremony type of thing. So he's probably going to give you like a few seconds to make a move before he can kind of like digs any further type of thing. And before
Can you try
you
and grab the hall pass off of me?
before you decide that, you're a spellcaster, right?
yes.
So give me your intelligence check of the situation of what Theo and Salkeen might be under.
Okay. Six.
Come on, Nat 20.
It's been a bad night for rolls.
That's with disadvantage?
Yeah, still have exhaustion.
Oh, that's true.
He's sleepy.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell that they're under some sort of spell, but you can't really like decipher which one it is. So you can't really decipher how to counteract it at the
It's
moment.
magic.
Yeah.
Do you believe in magic?
So I mean, you know that and I'm assuming with Theo and Salkeen, it's like they were compelled to sit down, but they're kind of like at the same time wondering why they're sitting down, because they didn't like start chanting or anything. So Um,
Do you think maybe we still have free thought, but we just can't control our body?
I'm thinking, let me review that for a second. So getting back to you, Kithrix, you kind of got like a half pass of a few seconds to, they kind of believed you at the moment, but they're giving you a few seconds to play around with before they delve deeper into maybe, hey, what?
So can I walk over to Salkeen and try to fish out the paper?
Sure. Uh, Give me a sleight of hand.
I'm great at those. 4.
Oh no. Oh no.
Um,
Can I, before I step into the room, if I see like
as
Kithrick
it's
struggling to search his pockets, do I have a
uh,
chance to do something?
as this hall pass is falling to the ground, what are you trying to do?
Yeah, if I see like Kithrick's like struggling, I wonder if I have a second to help him out.
Well, so I will say it's like he tried to grab it and he got it out of his pocket or wherever he's holding it, and it's like in the process of like,
Falling to the floor right now.
yeah.
Well,
You're in that oh shit moment.
Yeah.
well, the floor isn't
Oh.
lava. I can just pick it up.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I'll probably give him another minute. If I don't see anybody move or anything, I'll see if he's gonna be able to pick it up. If I see that guard that looks like he only gave him a few seconds, if I see him maybe move to do something funky, I'll hold an action. I'll hold the spell on Salkeen.
Okay. I'm just going to roll one thing here to see if he actually saw it being dropped. Second here. For everybody. So what do you think, because they don't actually have a perception check on his stat block, so would it just be a
Wisdom, right?
wisdom roll?
I think so.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. He does not see it. He didn't see it kind of flow to the ground because it's still kind of like still kind of shadowy, you know, flickering of candles and whatnot. So
The light's playing tricks.
But
yeah,
I mean, I actually saw it fall down, right?
yeah.
Excuse me, I have butter fingers. Let me get this, and I'm gonna try to pick it up.
Okay. All right. Yeah, at the moment he's not watched you. I mean, he heard you, but yeah, he's not paying attention to you because he's kind of like,
It just started pouring.
yeah. So yeah, you got it. You got the note for the pass.
And so, can I show it to him now and say, "Look, this is what I was talking about"?
Ah, yeah. He's just kind of like turn back around and just kind of go like give you a quick nod so he can get back to his ceremony chanting type of thing.
So they're kind of standing down at this point.
I mean, they weren't like hostile,
Okay.
but I mean,
They were on the wall of being it, and you just convinced them that we were okay.
I mean, kind of like interested, like, you know, hey, you don't have any robes on, but you got a pass, but they were kind of like wondering why Theo and Salkeen kind of like joined in, but you know.
my party and I are going for a prisoner exchange. We're just looking for him, and we'll be on our way. Where the fuck is he at?
Can you actually say that last part? 'Cause that'd be funny.
He's
Yeah.
not down here.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, hey, you're in the wrong place unless you're joining up. So, yeah, not here. And if these two are with you, I suggest you get them out here unless they're staying.
Can I go up to each one of them and grab each of them by one of their hands and kind of like pull them toward the entrance or exit, I guess?
Yeah, go for it. Just give me a strength check
I knew
just
that
for
was
both,
coming.
just for both of them.
Oh no. Oh, that can't work.
Two.
Oh, no.
Can I assist?
I mean, Val, you just kind of see Kithrix just kind of like noodle grab these two.
No.
Can I say to the other
Did a
people,
really bad roll.
little help, wizards are not strong.
To the cultist or to Val?
To the rest of the actual party, our party.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
Wolford will
yeah,
help
but
out.
well, Val, you go for it.
Yeah, I'll
Tell me and then I can try
I'll
and do it.
see Kithrick struggling. I don't want to waste a spell, so I'll risk the wisdom check, and I'll take a couple of steps in and try and start pulling him back.
Okay.
What would you like me to roll?
Yeah, give me your strength.
Oh God, not like that's any good. I'm gonna use my physical dice if that's all right, because
Yeah.
I'm scared of D&D Beyond.
Sure, Wink.
Oh
D&D
shit,
Beyond's
that's
on a something else today.
that's an 11.
Better than a 2.
Yeah, it's better than the two. I
Fair.
mean, I'm gonna say you're gonna be able to get both of them and start actually pulling them back. And I'm gonna say that as you're doing that, they're both gonna like fall backwards off the bench and just kind of like hit the ground and just kind of like
My problem.
get like shaken out and kind of like wonder why they're on the ground for a second.
I mean, I'll kick them
Uh,
if they're down there. I'll be like, wake up!
Yeah, and I mean, you can take your movement, both of y'all, to get back up, and just let me know how you're getting out of there. You know, just like kind of cool and collective, or
I am gonna, in my moment of realization that I am not under the spell, gonna dash the fuck out of the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back up the tunnel, back up the tunnel, back up the tunnel.
yeah.
Theo's just gonna like brush herself off and just be like, take like one quick glance around. Like, does she see anything? Is anybody being sacrificed?
Give me your. If you and Kithrix want to give me your perception.
Jesus. Motherfucker.
man.
So close. You saw that shit?
So bad.
Such bullshit.
16.
Um,
Look, there's another wasted nat 20.
Yeah.
You rolled a lot of those tonight.
There is a ceremony in process, and there is more like things by the altar. You're gonna Theo, you're gonna at least see two more of those gorilla type things, kind of like flanking that incubus at the altar. But you can't really see because that's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. It's almost 80 feet up to the altar. So you can't really see too much about the specifics of what's going on there.
All right. Yeah. I think she's just like too shaken up from like what the hell just happened. Hasn't really like processed what was going on. So she's just gonna like take a quick look around and be like, oh, okay. And then like go leave.
All right. Sounds good. And let me just make sure one thing here.
I'm actually going to head out.
Yeah, we're about to stop. We're about to
Okay,
stop. Just give me one second. Just want to check one. I'm gonna have to roll physical on this because I don't have them queued up yet. So he gets a +1. No, you're fine. Nobody on the altar actually sees what took place with y'all back in that corner. So they were just like entrenched in the ceremony. So the only ones that kind of seen that y'all were there was that probably the 2 or 3 of those that back row.
Okay, cool.
So you guys are good that way. So do y'all want to stay put there, or do y'all want to go back to a certain place and maybe get a short rest?
Actually, when we go back to camp, we can take a long rest.
We could go to
You
the
just want to
main.
head back to that main hall?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, like all the way back here.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm right behind Oscar if he's moving.
I mean, if y'all want to go like where you first started, that's kind of like in that tropical area where you're just kind of seeing the mound and everything, and just like set up like some sort of camp.
Mhm.
And maybe just try and hide your little bedrolls or whatever, and try and take a long rest with we can just say like alternating watches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shift,
I
for
could just
sure.
I could just throw it my dome.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
go
The
go for that.
dome.
The
Right.
dome.
Oh yes, I
Uh,
forgot.
uh,
I lost my
whatever.
pass carrying privileges.
Yeah, so let's do that. So y'all go back to where y'all started, and I'm gonna take a screenshot of this to see how far y'all progressed. And I mean, y'all did get some good intel, and y'all can take a long rest and get all your spell slots back, and
Yeah.
then
Lose my
kind of
exhaustion.
yeah, regroup. And
Mhm.
I mean, you do know a good spots that may go somewhere. You got a secret door. You got one place that's a place of worship with a ceremony that's got some
And I
pretty.
have the pass back.
So are we kind of going where Oscar's kind of back at the opening of the cave, working our way back through the path that we did tonight, and just taking a long rest out there? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, so it would be like further up from where Oscar's at.
Right.
Somewhere up in there in the woods. Throw up your dome. Whoever had the pass would, I would say, take point and just like make sure if you needed to shoot it on the way out, because we'll just call him Mog Hotham, gave you, as long as you got that, you're cool going in and out, as long as there's nothing funky going on. So
Okay.
we'll just say you
Pass
got
is
up.
good for a couple of days.
It's a 3-day pass.
Well,
pass.
I mean, you've only probably been a couple of
Since-
an hour or two
Since
so
Kithrick
far.
needs to rest, we'll just have Salkeen have the pass back and have him take first watch.
I have a question. Do we level up?
Right.
We took a walk.
You took a walk.
Did
Uh,
take a walk.
Yeah. Not quite there yet. I mean, how many sessions since the last one? When did y'all take the last one? Right when y'all left the
It was about a month ago.
Since we leveled to 5? I don't think
Yeah.
it's been that long.
when did y'all hit 5?
The notes. That was
Hey,
on
three
July
sessions, you guys?
14th.
5/14. Okay.
And
Yeah.
you went on
So
vacation, so it's not like
Yeah, true. We
Yeah.
missed a week
Yeah.
anyway. So
yeah,
So
Yeah.
that-
It's not
we've
been
been
that
doing a
long.
lot of talking. too.
15.
yeah.
yeah, a lot of role play. So it's going to be at least after the next encounter.
Yeah, so it's been 2 sessions plus this one, so this will be a third one since we leveled up. So
Yeah. So we need at least one decent encounter, and that should be all fine to go to 6 after that.
Yeah, because
Um,
Lynx we didn't really fight. I mean, we
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
minor
but,
altercation.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll put everybody out there, and I'm gonna take a screenshot just in case. And hopefully they update
All right,
out
so
there.
are we gonna give the pass back to Sulkeen then?
Sulking wants
For
that
first
pass.
watch? I will take it out of his.
Well,
pocket.
I mean, no, I
I
understand.
have
It's,
plenty of sleight of hand.
I understand, and you're thinking if like hey, whoever's taking watch should have the pass, type of thing. Like, hey, it's your
Yeah,
watch. You
and
hold the
Sulkeen
pass.
can
That
take
way, if
first
somebody
watch.
comes up, hey, we got a pass, but we don't
Well-
want to stay with those workers, so we're just like chilling in the dome.
The outside of the dome is opaque, so I would kind of try
They
to
wouldn't
blend
see
it
us.
into whatever surroundings we were by, like rocks or trees or whatever. So they wouldn't be able to see in. So and it's impenetrable from as a dome. You'd have to go underneath of it, but
That's true.
if you don't see anything, there'd be kind of no reason to go in there or under. So
That's true. So if somebody comes under the dome, then y'all produce a pass.
so
Hey,
are we
I
waiting
mean,
until next session, or are we just saying we finished up the long rest?
Yeah, we don't need to wait. I mean, if you're gonna stick around for a few minutes, just go ahead and take your, well, yeah, just take a long rest now.
All right.
That's why it's there and we don't forget. And, any other questions? Or thoughts of improvement?